guys, to Reditus campaign, our D&D stream. We're in episode 7 now. So give you guys a little recap before we get into it. Our adventurers that have not named themselves yet, the Unknown Islanders, arrived in Vanmoria City. They discovered that the stores were run by automatons. A little bit different than the regular automaton, however. The top kind of half of them, or some of them anyway, was covered in a flesh to appear like whether it be a tiefling, human, dwarf, sort of be realistic. They came across a elf named Jonas Silverstrum, which was the apprentice of Dr. Reditus, who the group has now found out was Atlas's maker, sort of father figure. So I got some information. Jonas had agreed to fix the key that was needed to activate the elevator in the deep mine, as the group of unknown islanders wished to go deep in the mine to try and clear it out of demons, so that the foreman can go back to him and his children working the mines. So that's what stage we're at. They also met somebody called Seraph. Don't know too much about Seraph, only that she is also sort of under the influence of a control collar, which Jonas also has, which restricts certain things that they can do that were placed on them by Lord Vanmoria. So when we left off, everybody had kind of headed to bed up in the inn. A.T.L.A.S had decided to go and keep Jonas company, as she was going to work through the night to fix the key that was needed. He had settled off and gone into an alert stasis. So he's kind of at rest, but can observe what Jonas is doing. The rest went upstairs in the inn, except for Dorhan, because he doesn't have any money, and nobody asked him if he needed to rest anywhere, so he was left downstairs.
Yes, that protects your flesh. It protects your insides. You wear double the armor because you're weak.
The wall, and then these weird zombies came out of the wall, and I threw grease on the ground, and then we killed them all, and then we went through the whole wall.
A way to help Atlas. You shouldn't be so hard on those that are willing to fight.
I do talk in kind of riddles sometimes, and I don't always tell the whole truth.
How are you now? How are you? Because I think that's something you should figure out before you get down there, don't you? And as everybody sort of drifted off, we left it where Jak was in the room, just simmering down for the night, and a cloaked figure that he had kind of seen almost stalking him previously was walking over to him from the corner. So he pulls his cloak back to uncover that he's a dragonborn, long, gold in the skin, kind of flaked and sharp, teeth kind of just showing in almost like a smile / grimace. And he just leans forward and said, "It's time we spoke." And you don't see Reen anywhere.
You're quite the elusive bastard.
Well, we have to move in the shadows, don't we?
I presume why you're here has to do with why Reen wouldn't enter that shop with me.
Reen knows his place. There's an order to things. You know, you were not lucky to receive this gift of being a Drake Warden. You were chosen. It was deemed that you possess the potential to assist in the coming war. And so you have been given this Drake temporarily to see if you can indeed fulfill that potential. Reen is filling the role of your charge, but make no mistake, she answers to a higher power. The world is not linear, Jak. The battle that started with the cataclysm is ongoing. We live in a world that exists on multiple planes. and the gods have given the mortal plane time to grow strong. The gods currently fight to hold back the Old One from returning here, but time moves differently there. Many years here, but is minutes there. Your actions will determine your place in this world, and the one not yet here. Wars are not won by a single soldier, Jak. Real power comes from working with others and ensuring the combined goals of everyone under your charge. Remember that your strength is not only gauged by the aim of your arrows, but also by the strength of the bonds you can build with the warriors around you. We will be watching. And he just leans back, and as he leans back, he looks like he fades into the wall and disappears.
Once he disappears, Jack's gonna recheck the room to see if Reen is laying down again.
So you can see that Reen is now sitting in the far right corner, and she was sitting there all along, just staring at you.
He's gonna put his hand on the bed and he's gonna tap for her to come up on the bed with him and just kind of like pet her and go to bed.
Yeah, she hops up on the bed, no problem, curls up, takes your pets, and off you go to sleep. So, Atlas, we left you in the room with Jonas. She had started work on the key. Very excited to have some company. So as you observe her, you see her start to kind of talk to herself, almost like there's somebody there. And then you notice that Filbert has actually hopped out and almost looks like he's trying to help her, pushing little items towards her as she smelts and she hammers. As she works, it's really interesting. She's using, it looks like simple tools and instruments, but yet whenever she's connecting with the key and the thing that she's working with, there's like this sort of blue sparkle to everything that she does. Although these instruments are so simple, it seems to be creating some energy. She's going back and forth to the kind of the strange furnace that's in the corner, over to the anvil, tweaking, moving. And this goes on for quite a number of hours. And you see Filber kind of like, she's talking to Filber. You hear mention of Dr. Veritas, and she's got this just excitedness about her. And as the night goes on, she doesn't seem to lose this energy. She is just go, go, go. She stops for a little bit and looks at Filber. And Filbert's like doing some movements with his hands. And he's kind of jumping around a little bit and kind of like shoving his hand towards her. You see her kind of gesture and nod. And she walks over towards you, and you hear like, "I don't want to wake you, Atlas. I hope this doesn't wake you. I just want to take a look at your hand." And she starts looking your rocket hand, the one that doesn't have the scalpel in it, and she starts studying it and looking at it. And she takes out her notepad, and Filber starts standing on the hand and kind of wrapping himself around it. She's making notes, and she's got a big smile on her face. She's looking extremely excited. So she leaves you, she walks over, and she starts working on something else. Starts metal, putting things together, clanging, banging. You see these blue sparks. And this goes on during the night. She looks like she's constructing something and then also working on the key. Are you going into full stasis at any time, or are you going to observe throughout the night?
No, I'll observe throughout the night.
Okay. So basically it gets to, this goes on for quite a while. She looks like she's completed the key. You see her place it on the chair. You can't get exact details, but it looks very different than when she first started.
The key, sorry?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And you see dawn is now coming. You see a little bit of light starting to come in. And she just immediately stops what she's doing and stares out the window when she sees the light coming in. And she's like, "Filbert, do you want to help me with this? Come on." And he goes like this, and Filbert jumps on her shoulder. She goes over to the corner of the room, and there's this tiny little watering can. So she picks it up. She goes out the door, and you wait and wait. And you can kind of see through the window, you see the little watering can just out as she sprinkles some water like this. You see the purple metal flower in the middle. She's sprinkling water, brings it down. And a few minutes later, she comes back in the door. It's like, okay, Filbert, I think I've done what I can do for now, and I'm going to have a little bit of a nap because I think they're all going to be here soon, and I want everything to be ready for when they come. So I'm going to have a little bit of a nap, okay? You can go back to Atlas. And she gives him a pat, and she hops into her bunk, and Filbert runs over and jumps back into your neck.
Okay. Can I see her bunk from here?
Yes, it's just at the south of the room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just kind of keep watch of the area,
Okay, sounds good.
and I basically want to just kind of study her as she's sleeping.
Okay. All right. So as the hours go on, it becomes morning time. Your windows in the inn, now coming into the morning, have naturally started to change over to a dawn. So everybody kind of slowly coming to consciousness in the rooms. Darius, we'll go to you first. What would you like to do?
Oh, that was a good sleep. Look around the room. Do I see anything?
Looks exactly how you left it.
Okay. Do I have like a bathroom and stuff that I can shower and...
No, in the room there's the window, there's a dresser, there's just a wash basin there, and then the bed.
Okay, I'm gonna use the wash basin to clean all my unmentionables, wash my face, and then I'll get dressed and head downstairs.
Okay, sounds good. So you head out, you go downstairs, you see that the other doors are still closed. As you close the door behind you, you see that the room starts to disassemble itself and go back into the ceiling. So it rolls up. You see the panel in the ceiling open up, the room slide up and start to unfold itself. The bed goes up on its rails in the top. The ceiling closes over, and now there's just an empty space in that part of the room.
I want to bang on the doors as I go,
Okay.
yelling, "Time to get up!"
All right. So Felix, you hear boom, 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 boom. Time to get up.
Yeah, Felix jumps up right away and is already dressed. He's slept in his clothes, just has to get his armor on, and Gunner powers up, and Felix says, "Yeah, I just gotta get my armor on real quick, and I'll be ready." So he starts doing that.
Perfect. And then Jak, you hear Darius banging at your door.
All right, I'm up.
I don't wait for any response. I just keep walking.
Okay, sounds good. So as you proceed down the stairs, you do not see those tokens. So as you head down the stairs, as you enter the lower floor, you see a bow leaning up against the bar. And on the closest table to you, you see a bunch of food and a bunch of mugs with like this kind of bluish liquid in it.
Smell it?
Roll a perception first.
18.
18. Okay, cool. So yeah, as you go up to smell it, you hear like a ding, ding, ding. You're like a metal noise. As you reach the jug and you smell it, it smells like berries
Okay. Where do I hear the sound coming from?
from outside.
Okay. I want to go and look outside, but I want to like carefully look outside in case, the city's being raided.
Okay. So you're gonna go peek out the door kind of thing?
Yeah.
All right. So as you're moving over there, so Felix, you've got your armor on. You're usually pretty ready to go. So you can be heading downstairs now just to see Darius approaching the front door. Jak, are you going immediately down when you're ready? Or did you want to do anything while you're upstairs?
Jak will head downstairs. He's not yet. He is going to do something, but we'll do it in a minute.
Okay, sure. So you're coming down basically just after Felix. So yeah, you both see kind of Darius just poke his head out the door. So Darius, as you're looking out, you see Seraph and Dorhan fighting. Dorhan is kind of positioned with his greatsword, and she is running at him. She charges. She flips up and spins, and she gets two short swords, and he fends them off. He parries them with his greatsword and swings. Takes a swing at her back, and she puts her sword behind to block it, and lands and spins down on one leg. And you look a little bit closer at them, and you see they're both smiling. And you see them go into this parry and start kind of playing off each other. Atlas, during this time, you'd start to hear kind of the noise and the clanging outside with your excellent passive perception.
Okay, I will probably awake.
Okay.
Alert! Alert! Violence detected.
And I'm just going to sit up and scan the room
Okay.
and check if anything's out of place.
Okay. So everything seems as you left it, other than, Jonas is in the bunk now. She is starting to stir from the noise, but she doesn't look like she's getting up out of the bed. She kind of just rolls over. You see the key is sitting on the chair across from you. You don't really notice anything else out of place. You just hear this cling clang coming from outside.
Okay. I'm going to grab the key,
Okay.
toss it in my mouth, and I'm going to run outside.
Okay. Are you doing that quietly, or are you just running over and grabbing it?
No, I'll do it like not sneakily.
Okay. Good enough. So you go over, you pop the key in, you head outside.
I will yell to sorry, what's her name?
Jonas.
Jonas. I will yell to Jonas.
Jonas, dear, I have the key. I'm going to investigate. You sleep soundly.
And I'm just
Okay.
going to head out.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, as you're exiting, she kind of just gives you a little thumbs up and just rolls over and kind of pulls your little blanket up a little bit more, and you see you go back to sleep again.
Okay.
Yeah, as you exit, you can kind of see this kind of display of combat between Dorhan and Seraph. Mostly parries, mostly dodges. You can see quite clear now. Everybody can see from where they are. Are you guys, Felix and Jak, you guys moving out after Darius, or are you guys staying in the inn?
Yeah, head out.
Head out,
See what's
okay.
going on.
Yeah, so you guys all head out. Yeah, you see this display. So the fighting styles become quite apparent. See Dorhan standing steady, more of a deflective and taking those counterattacks. And Seraph a little bit more aggressive but nimble. The spins and slides. As she does one more spin and Dorhan tries to parry it off, she gets both of her short swords, and as she spins, she locks the greatsword and pulls his short swords and yanks the sword out of his hand, and it just spins and it sticks in the ground. And he just says over, "Ha ha! Well fought." And you see Seraph, I think for the first time, smile, and she just looks up and she's like, "You fight well for an old man. Well done." And she just pulls the sword out and carries it over to Dorhan. And she walks over to the group at the inn. Just, "Good morning, everyone. It appears we have some things to talk about."
I was muted, but Jak is inside getting food.
Okay. So as you went down, there was food on the table. Were you helping yourself to that? Were you going to the innkeeper to get food?
Jak will just help himself, but I can't control Jak right now. I can't move him.
Yeah, I can't either.
Okay.
I can move Reen. That's it.
Okay. Let me see what happened with that. That's weird. Huh. All right, let me just give you guys. You guys all got your health written down and stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Felix, do you? Because I know you use.
Didn't they?
Oh yeah,
it's
everybody
good.
long rest. They're all
Shit,
good.
yeah.
All right, okay. I'll just give you guys new tokens. That's so weird.
We'll just remove the tokens and we can put ourselves on the board.
There you go. So yeah, it's weird how Reen can move and nobody else could.
Oh, I could move.
Yeah, so you can put you guys can put yourselves back on there now.
How do I do that?
Just click your name and drag it onto the thing under the journal.
To the journal.
There, I popped you on there. Let me know if you can move that one.
Under the journal.
No,
Here.
I can't.
There, I give you access now.
Yeah, if you go to journal, then make sure you click your name, not
Now
the
I can.
picture, and drag it onto the map, and then drop, and it'll put your icon there.
I
So-
do not see mine.
It's all right, I got you, Jack.
Thank you.
I will. Controlled by Jack. There we go.
Sweet. Yeah, Jack's
right.
gonna just eat.
Yeah, no problem. So you take some of the food that's there. There's some bread. There's some dried meat. And there's some jugs with like a purple blue kind of liquid in it. So yeah, so Seraph heads in, takes a seat. Dorhan follows. You guys following in?
Yeah, I'll follow in.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna head to Jonas's. I assume
Okay.
Atlas didn't say anything about having the key, so I'm gonna.
Yeah.
Sounds good. All right, so everybody in the inn. Felix approaches Jonas. So the door is still open. It's wide open. You can see right in there.
Yeah, so head in and just be like, Jonas, did you finish repairing the key?
And she's on the bunk and she just wakes up like, oh my goodness, oh, you startled me. Atlas took the key. He said that he was going to investigate something, and I finished it though. It's a beautiful masterpiece. I think Dr. Veritas will be very proud of my work. I'm just having a little bit of a nap because I'm really exhausted, and yeah. So, but he has the key. Yeah.
Oh, okay, great. I didn't realize. I'll just go grab it from him then. Thanks.
See you soon. And she just like collapses back on the bed again.
Yeah, head back towards you.
All right, perfect. So as you get into the end, guys, Felix is making his way back. Seraph looks at Dahorn and says, so I won the bet. I suppose it's time you tell your friends the truth. And Dahorn just sits down and starts pulling on a piece of meat. Dried meat, just pulling strips off it, just munching on it, just looking at Seraph. Sort of happy that he just had this fight, but a little bit grumpy in his face. Like, okay, everybody have a seat. I don't think this is anything, important, but we had a bet, and you have to fulfill your obligations. So at this stage, Felix should just be reaching the door, which I'm assuming is fully open. Nobody closed it. So you may have all noticed that I'm very passionate about getting you all safely to Centaurium. That wasn't a lie.
How do you notice?
I was raised from birth, and that has been my one and only goal for the majority of my life. But I have another motive. I have someone that I need to get back to. And so it just happens that our goals are combined. So please, when I give you my direction or my motivation for getting back to Centaurium, I do have your best wishes at heart, but know that I also have somebody there that is waiting for me. I think that's all that I need to say.
Who's waiting for you?
It's difficult.
What?
I like cozy up to him.
You can tell us, Dahorn. We're your friends.
Well, we have been through some things, little one, and he You get your head and kind of scruffles it left to right, and your head rotates left to right as he tries to give you a sideways pet. I don't want to go into too much detail and burden you all, but just know that I have what some would call a wife, but we that grew in the barracks are not allowed outside contact, so it's something that is not known to others. In secret, if you will.
Well, your secret is safe with us, big guy.
What would others call it? If only some would call it a wife, then others would call it...
Well, we're not allowed contact with outside, so for us to be wed, we had to do it also in secret. So, in the eyes of the gods, I can't say that it is legitimate marriage, but to us, in our hearts, it is. And
So you
it also
have an
is to us,
illegitimate
son.
wife.
I guess that's what you would call it.
How romantic.
We had to meet in secret. She was a servant that would bring the supplies to the barracks. So this went somewhere I did not expect it to go, but it happened. And I have 4
she
years
know
left
that
in
you're
my
married?
term. But she was the one that I married, Atlas.
Does she know this?
She does indeed. She was part of the extremely small ceremony.
Wonderful. It's always good when both parties are aware. Right, Darius?
What? Yes?
Good. Just making sure.
Well, what do you
You have a very bad idea of what the type of person that I am. I assure you, both parties will always know what's happening. Sometimes all parties.
I'll mark
It's
that down on the truth column.
If it's important for you to get back, Dorn, then why don't you just hurry back? What do you need us for?
I'm torn, Felix. My primary goal throughout my entire life has been serving the magistrate. And everything that I've been taught in my entire life has been towards this goal. And I'm torn because this other part of my life that I'm not supposed to have, I'm not allowed to have, it's there. And I don't know what to do. If I was to go back, I still couldn't live how I wanted to live. I have 4 more years of service to Centaurian before I can be released from this burden. If I can only make it 4 more years, then we can be free. And everything that I've given to her, to her and my son, we can finally be together and live how we want to live. So please, let's do what we need to do here, but please let us get to Centaurium safely and as soon as we can.
Well, the horn, if we only knew you wanted to get to the Centaurium safely, you should have said something sooner. Why are we wasting our time?
I may
You've
have
not been
mentioned it
listening to
once
the
or
man.
twice.
We're not wasting our time. We got important things to do. Speaking of which, Atlas, I heard you have the repaired key. Can I see it?
I do. It's in my stomach.
Great. Could you pull it out? I'd love to have a look.
My stomach or the key?
The key, please.
Wonderful.
Wait, can you pull out your stomach?
I don't know. I've not tried. Should I attempt that first?
Maybe another time.
Okay.
That is something I want to see.
Very well. I'll give you a moment.
And I just like kind of reach down and I'm like, you hear clanging and I like pull out like a weird like half hooked rusty looking thing and I just kind of shove that back in and
I'm
I pull
imagining
it
the scene
over.
from The Mask when they're pulling all the
Yeah.
stuff out of his pockets.
Literally. and then yeah, I pull out the key.
Okay. So as he pulls it out, you see, which was obviously the previous key, but now it's got this gold shimmer that was not even close to what it was before. You can see now the runes are continued all down the shaft and around the 5 spikes at the bottom, with a very, very small blue glow, which seems to be consistent throughout the entire key.
Here you go. One shiny new key.
Oh, great. So Felix will reach out to take the key.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll give it to him.
Yeah, okay. And he's like, this is incredible. And just kind of goes off babbling and sits at one of the tables and is kind of just muttering to himself as he just looks the thing up and down and runs his hand along it. Wants to very thoroughly examine this now because he's just curious about the magic involved.
Okay. Awesome. So Felix peels off to investigate.
So, I think we should hurry. We have Dahorn's illegitimate wife and bastard child to get to. Should we hurry along?
I vote for that.
Yeah, I'm with the horn at this point.
Might as well. I don't think he said it was a bastard, though.
You have to understand. Atlas is literal. His wife cannot legally marry him. So they're not legally married, therefore his child is technically a bastard.
They're married in their hearts.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and I'm sure that's what all the kings tell the prostitutes that they knock up.
Dang.
Correct.
Well, again, I did devote myself and agree that Felix would lead this party, and I can't break what I've promised. So if he wishes to complete this task, perhaps we should help, but I don't want to let him down either.
Well, you can wait here and we will go find your illegitimate wife and bastard child. Would that help?
Seraph actually speaks up now. Listen, everyone, it would appear that our goals have coincided.
What is your goal?
That I can't go fully into as of yet, but I can tell you that it was communicated to me last night that the reason for me being allowed to be here is coinciding with all of you being here. It is not coincidence that we are all here at the same time.
Who communicated this to you?
That's not something you need to know at the moment.
I wholeheartedly disagree. You have a control collar on. And
I
if
do.
someone says you're allowed to be here, that is concerning.
There are greater powers in this world than collars, believe me.
Care to share? You want to play nice, we need to have a give and take. I'm sorry.
I'm not asking you for anything. I'm simply saying that our goals are aligned.
And what is our goal?
In this place, Lord Vamoria has done things unspeakable. That needs to be rectified.
Mm-hmm. And are you intending to do this?
I cannot do it myself. There are certain things in place that I cannot take care of. I've been allowed a second life to serve this purpose. And I've waited, and now the sign has been given that the moment is here.
Can I do an insight check on her?
Yep. Roll insight check.
10.
Okay.
I would probably want to do the same thing, to be honest, while I'm watching this conversation.
Yeah, go ahead.
Trying to figure out how to do this on.
Darius, you said 10, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Core. There it is. Okay. Insight. I just click it.
Yep.
Does that work?
Yep, you got 23.
All right. Awesome. So yeah, you're scanning her as she's talking and giving this tiny tidbits of information. You see no fluctuation in the eyes. You see no kind of beads of sweat. You see no touching of the face. You see no indications that she's lying. It looks to you that everything she's saying seems to be trustworthy.
Okay.
So, from what I understand, we have Felix who wishes to help the foreman to clear out the mine of the demon infestation. And we have the Horn that wishes to get you all back to Centaurium. Now, the path that I know to Centaurium, unless you have a magical boat available, would be through the manor. The only way to get through there that I'm aware of, unless the foreman has gotten access to the security doors, unless that has happened, then the only way that I know of is through the front door, with either an invitation or sanguine on your person. Does anybody have an invitation or sanguine?
No, but we do have something he wants.
What would that be?
And I pull open my shirt.
The key will not give you access through the front door, however.
Will
Well,
you get us an invitation?
Invitations are a very special thing. They were only given out years ago, when they used to hold balls and things at this manor. Now, these were never issued in many years, but it was never deactivated, so if somebody has one, it will let them in.
so we must find sanguine or an invitation. Do you think maybe we could find some in the mine?
Perhaps the foreman would know better.
He told us already that there is sanguine down there. They just can't get to it because it was infested with whatever's down there.
I'd be very surprised if there were more down there. That's why Lord Vamoria's prestige was cut off. The sanguine ran dry, so unless the foreman does have some that he's aware of, I don't know.
Well, maybe the foreman has an invitation from when he was the foreman. Or more sanguine. Only one way to find out. Who's coming with me?
We could ask Jonas.
We could ask Jonas. Who's coming with me?
You know that I'll be there to protect you. And Seraph
That's
speaks up and
one.
says, I cannot go into the mine with you. I must remain here.
Well, you're a lot of help.
My time will come.
I'm sure it will.
And she takes a sip of the jug that is in front of her. She just nods towards Dorhan. He nods back. She picks up her bow and she starts to exit the inn.
Jak, are you coming?
Might as well. I've had
Okay.
enough to eat.
It sounds
You
like you're
get to
still eating.
finish your-
This is committed roleplay right here.
I know.
Method roleplayer.
I love it.
I'm eating my food right now.
Literally.
Well, I think that settles it, Darius.
So we're going to the mine?
We're going to the mine.
Okay.
How exciting.
Felix,
Maybe someone
what
will
do you
get
say?
hurt.
Felix is still like making notes, looking at the key, and he just kind of looks up and sees everyone kind of leaving. And goes, "Huh? What? Wait! I'm coming!"
Come on, Felix.
All right. Dorhan follows Felix. So we're all heading out. All right. So before we head towards there, does anybody want to do anything? Speak to anyone? Before you guys head towards the entrance to the mine?
Well, I want
Yes.
to pop in and ask Jonas if she has an invitation.
Okay.
Poor Jonas only wanted to sleep.
So as you enter, you see Jonas is laying on her top bunk, currently letting out this tiny little snore. The cute and high-pitched snore she's got going on.
Adorable.
I'll actually follow in with that too.
Okay. You all would be moving down that direction as well, if anybody.
Okay.
Given that she's like out cold,
Mhm.
do I know she stayed up all night?
No. She said
No.
it would take her all night, but you have no idea how long it really took her.
Atlas is here with me.
I'm just following into the door. I'm gonna burst open.
Jonas!
Okay.
Did you do anything when you originally went in, Darius, being that you went in first?
I mean, I went in, saw she was sleeping, so I was being quiet. I was gonna turn and ask Atlas. I was like,
Yeah.
I was gonna be like, "Hey, she's sleeping. Like, was she up at all night or something?"
I don't think
Doesn't
he
matter
cared.
now because he's
Yeah.
just like Kool-Aid manning into the house.
So she just like is alert, just kind of like flaps her hands up. You see the bunk like kind of flips over and she kind of gets stuck a little bit and wriggles out onto the floor. She just fixes her goggles back on the top of her head. She's like, oh my goodness. Oh, did something happen? Oh, I was asleep. What happened?
Sorry, Jonas. Atlas got a little excited. Anyways, I was just wondering. First, thank you for everything that you did yesterday. And would you happen to have an invitation to the manor?
Oh, well, you're so gracious. I don't know what I did, really. I mean, if I did something, then you're welcome. I was very happy to do it. Invitation? No, I've never had an invitation. I haven't been into the manor before. No, just Dr. Veritas. He would go in, and I would stay here. And sometimes he would bring things here, and he would work on them, and then I could watch and I could learn, because I love to learn. New things are awesome, and I really like to learn new things. Do you have anything you could teach me?
You want to know how to sing?
Ooh,
I
yes.
want to know how to sing.
And she sits on the floor cross-legged and is just staring at you with big eyes.
I just like move right over, sit down, and stares with my glowing eyes as well. And I'm gonna cast. Yeah.
What are you casting?
Guidance?
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. I guess I'll quickly, because we're kind of in a hurry. So I want to explain to her first. Thank you for repairing the key. That's helped us so far. And I just want to do a quick little like me for her, just like kind of show her my singing skills.
Okay. As you do that, she kind of like puts her hands just under her chin. She's like, oh, more.
Oh my. This is great.
Jonas, I'll tell you what. We are in a bit of a hurry. But when we're done what we're done, I'll come back and I'll actually give you some proper lessons.
Okay, I understand. We don't always have time for everybody. I get it. It's okay, though. So she stands up and goes, just kind of starts puttering around over by the window and the chair.
Darius actually looks visibly like, not disappointed, but like the look you would have if you disappointed someone. So I just, again, I thank her for what she's done, and then I slowly exit the house.
Okay.
Maybe you can't sing.
You say can or can't? You have
Can't.
heard me sing.
Have I? I feel like I'd remember that. Unless it was horrible, I might have erased it.
I am never giving you bardic inspiration again.
Okay.
So you've left the room, Darius?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, I thought we were going to receive a wonderful concert, but apparently not.
I think it was just a little teaser. I think maybe he'll do something absolutely magnificent another time for us. Maybe he just didn't have a lot of time right now.
Oh, I hope so. I mean, we have a lot of time. I mean, we're just going to go down to the cave, or the mines, and they'll most likely perish, so I figured he'd probably want to sing at least one more time.
Oh, don't say that. I hope you don't perish. I like all of you. You're all friends of mine now. Now I have lots of friends. Now I just don't have Seraph that I think is my friend. Now I have all of you people, and you're all my friends too, right?
Oh, we are. And even in death, we'll still be your friends. You just
That's
won't be around to talk to.
Yeah, that's
I
really
won't
creepy,
die.
but I like it. I like it. Friends are friends if they're dead or alive.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any other dead friends that maybe weren't friends until you realized they could be friends while they're dead?
If I do, I don't know about them. They haven't visited me, which is kind of nice because I get scared really easy.
Oh, me too. Well, not really, but I'm just trying to make a connection. Anyways, I'm gonna head down to the mine with the key that you made us. Probably won't be back.
Before we go, Atlas, I did want to say something. You asked if you could have my letter because it was from Dr. Veritas and you wanted it, and I couldn't give it to you because it's really close to me, and I thought maybe you wanted something from him, and that was something from him, but I can't give it to you, and I kind of felt bad about that. So I thought you might want the only other thing that he has that he left, that it's not mine because he didn't give it to me, but it's here because it was his, and it's here if you want it. I think it'd be okay if you have it because he once told me about you, and he wasn't really supposed to, but he had a lot of mead, and he told me about you, and he told me that we shouldn't talk about you to other people, and that's why I gave the warning earlier so that he wouldn't tell lots of people. But he did leave his flower garden. He had a special purple flower that he made, and he wouldn't let me help him with it. And he made it all by himself, and it's out there. And in his note, he said to take care of his garden, and I water it every morning. And some of the flowers, they die, and I replant them. But this the one flower, the meadow flower, that's always there. If you wanted to take that, that was his, and I think that's the only thing that I have that was his. And if he's important to you, like I think he is, then you can take that if you want to have that.
Oh, wow. I've always loved flora and fauna. I don't know why, it's just always been a connection. Maybe that's why.
It could be.
I would love to have it.
Possibly. It's just outside in the little flower bed underneath the window. You can have it there if you like. I've already watered the flowers, so don't water them because you don't want to overwater them. So I've already watered the other ones, but you can take that one. That one doesn't seem to need any water.
Oh, wonderful. I think I will. And just know the flowers that you killed are still your friends too, even in death.
Oh, that's nice to know. I can't speak to them, but I hope they were happy when I was watering them.
I'm sure they were, until they died. Well, it was very nice to meet you, and I'm going to go with my companions to a almost certain death. But
I
will
hope
bring
you
the
all
blue
stay
flower.
safe. Please be safe, and I want to see you all again. So make sure you keep them alive, okay?
Okay, I will do my best.
And then Filbert like kind of scurries out from under my neck and like runs and gives her a little hug.
Okay, awesome. And she tries her best to hug him back, this tiny little thing that you can't really get around. It's this most real
I'll kill
awkward
him.
but cozy hug. And she gives a little
There we
pat on the top of the head eye.
Come on, Filbert.
And he hops back in onto your shoulder.
Okay, I'll head out and I'd like to inspect the flower.
Okay. So you head around to the back. You see the
to the
window
back?
underneath. Yeah.
Okay.
The back, there's a sort of flower box that's attached underneath the window. Yeah, so as you go over, you see kind of some really rough looking flowers on either side. But in the middle, you see this purple metal flower, which let me show you what it looks like. And as you look at this flower, roll an investigation, please.
Okay. Nothing's popped up for me if you're.
No, I haven't hit it yet.
Okay. Investigation. Let me see. Okay. Am I rolling with advantage?
No. Yes, but you just take the first number, and then
Oh.
if it's advantage or disadvantage, you take.
Yeah, it's a default
higher
setting
roll.
we got to turn off for you. It like default advantage rolls for you. That way, if you have advantage, it's already done.
Okay.
Yeah, otherwise
We'll have
you
to
just
switch
take the
that
first
off.
roll.
All right.
Yeah.
So I got 15,
8.
8.
Oh, okay. 8. Okay. Yeah.
Is that 8 plus 4? or is that
No, that if you mouse over it, it shows you the math it did. It automatically added the +4.
Oh,
for
yeah.
you, so you rolled a
4 and then a +4? So what's in? Okay, so did I roll just twice there?
It did, yeah.
when you if you
Oh,
roll
sorry.
anything, it
Yes.
auto rolls twice.
Yeah,
Okay.
we got to switch that off for you. I set him up on roll 20, so it would be easier for him, but it's going to take a little bit to configure
Yeah,
it.
it's an adjustment, but
Okay.
All right, perfect. All right, so as you scan this flower, you can see that it's metal, but then you start to get an image with it. And now it starts to kind of play within your mind, and you receive a message. Atlas, my boy, if you're getting this message, then you've exceeded my every expectation. This means you've somehow got out of stasis, found your way on one of the ships, gotten here to Vamoria, and figured out this flower's a communication device. Oh, this seems absolutely inconceivable. And I'm sure...
Hello?
And I'm very sure I'm infusing this message for no reason at all, and will remain here unheard for all of eternity. But not trying is immediate failure, and failure isn't an option, as they say. They're taking me from this place, I believe, to Centaurium. If so, the route there will be a long one. I hope my health holds up, as you may not remember. Oh, I'm sure you don't with your memory gone. But I'm very sick with this illness for years and trying to keep it at bay at most I can. Lord Vamoria seemed to be invested in healing and extending life to this world. But as time passed, I realized his motives were selfish, and he had no boundaries as to what he wouldn't try to achieve his goals. If he knew that you were the power needed to perfect these processes, there'd be no telling what he would do. I've tried my best to use these newfound magics and technology to regenerate life and healing that would help myself and this world, but to no avail. Enough of my drabble. I will move forwards in the belief that somehow you received this and you are doing what you can to help this world. I've enjoyed this little chit-chat, and I think I might look forward to chatting some more. Good luck, Atlas, and don't be afraid to assert yourself on this land. The island you came from was much more friendly than what you might find here. Best wishes and kindest regards, Dr. A.T.L.A.S. Reditus. And so as the message finishes, you feel something strange, and you feel something inside you unlock. There seems to be a section of subroutines that was never known to you. And one of these subroutines seems to have unveiled themselves to you. And all of a sudden you start to feel... You can only compare it to when you receive damage. Like some sort of damage sense in your what would be your storage area, your stomach area. You can almost sense that there's damage there. And as you analyze it, and you run some little system checks, you find that there's some sort of connection that's running between this damaged system up into your main circuits and your thought processes.
Okay.
I'd like to further inspect the flower.
Okay.
Dr. Reditus, can you hear me? Hello?
No response.
It's trying to have a moment here.
Oh, okay, well.
I'd like to kind of run a diagnostic on myself.
Okay. So as you run a quick scan, you now see that you can sense that there's no physical damage to your internal workings. You feel almost like there's a piece missing. And it's causing some sort of not error, but a pulse or something that's sending into your main circuits that don't feel as fluid as they normally feel.
Okay. And then, yeah, I'd like to inspect the flower for anything out of the ordinary, other than, is there any way to like check to like see when the message was recorded, like dates or any sort of information as to how it was recorded?
So as you already scanned it, you don't see anything that indicates how this was possible. There doesn't seem to be anything visually that indicates runes or a hidden box or anything. It seems like a sort of one-piece static, beautifully and very light piece of purple metal constructed into a flower. You can't see anything that would indicate how this possibly sent this message to you.
How big is this flower? Will it fit in my mouth?
Yeah, the flower is it's actually quite small. It's only about maybe about this size. Is that like 5 inches?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna gently put it in my mouth.
Okay.
It's
Sounds
pretty
good.
robust, right? It's not gonna get damaged. Like it's a
No,
metal
it's
flower.
it's actually quite as you're holding it, it's quite static. Like it almost looks
Okay.
like it's one piece. It's very solid.
Okay. Actually, I'm gonna take the flower inside
Okay.
to my friend.
Okay. So as you enter, Jonas is just sitting on a chair, just kind of looking at the letter. And as she sees you come in, she just kind of quickly folds it up and then shoves it back in her tunic. Oh, hello, Atlas. I thought you were heading down to the mine.
Yes, Jonas, I have the purple flower.
And I gotta hold the flower out.
Oh, that's great. Do you like it? I think it's so pretty.
Oh, I do. It had a message from the doctor.
What do you mean it had a
Thank you.
message? How could it have a message in it? I've seen that thing so many times. I didn't see any message.
I was hoping you could help me understand. It as I approached it, it played a I could hear it within myself. It was the doctor, and well, here I will replay it for you.
And then I just like go into like an audio loop of the exact message, and it's like sounds like his voice and everything that I'd recorded.
Okay. So as you start to play this out, she's running over right away and trying to like, she looks like she's almost trying to get into your head, just like with this sound coming out of it. She just wants to get to that sound. So she listens to the entire sound, the entire cycle.
So that's him, isn't it? That was his voice?
That's him. Yes. Oh my goodness, I haven't heard his voice in so long. And she starts to like get a little tear coming down. Thank you for giving me this gift of hearing him again. I miss him so much.
Oh, you're welcome. I mean, unfortunately, my memories are still very vague, but I'm sure I would miss him the same if I remembered. But I'm
Well,
wondering if you could help me. Is there a way, because you're clever and you're good with your hands, could you figure out how to affix this flower to the top of my head?
There has something I've been toying with, which is a technique that, maybe, could you leave it with me? Maybe when you go down the mine, maybe by the time you get up, I can maybe have a look at it and maybe do something. I don't know if I can for sure, but I'll do my best. I can promise that I'll do my best.
Oh, unfortunately, I feel like I don't want to leave it anywhere. I'm sure you understand with your note, this is the only thing from him I have now, so, I mean, if you feel like it's too hard and it's not easy, then that's okay. I can maybe talk to Felix. I know he's good with construction and metal. I don't know, but he says he is, but also this bunch tends to lie a lot. But I don't know. I could maybe check with him, but I'm looking for something maybe rather quick before we head down into the mine.
Oh, okay. I'm not too sure of anything that would be real quick, that would kind of keep it safe and not kind of stick out like a sore thumb, you know?
Oh, okay. Well, thank you. And if we survive, maybe you could give it a try.
You will survive, and when you come back, I'll see if I can have something ready for you.
Wonderful. Okay, thank you very much. Would you like me to play the recording again for you?
Just one more time, if you don't mind. And she plunks down and crosses her legs and kind of just stares up at you.
Okay, I play the recording. I also want to like kind of I want to. Yeah. Okay. We'll play the recording. I'll
Okay. So yeah, she just looks enamored the whole time while it's going and just staring with this smile through the entire recording.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Atlas. And maybe you can play that again for me when you come back, safe and sound.
You're most welcome. Alrighty. We'll see you later.
Bye. Good luck. Good luck, Filbert. Take care of him. She's waving as you leave.
Okay.
All right. Anybody else wish to do anything?
When they're making their way to the mine, Jak is just gonna kind of get down on one knee and pet Reen for a few minutes, and go. This is gonna be a struggle trying to get along with a bunch of people that don't know how to work together like we do. So I definitely don't want to lose you. So bear with me while I struggle to get along with these people.
So she kind of rubs her head against your leg in an acknowledgement of, yeah, I got you kind of thing.
Because we know that they're definitely not capable. Pat.
Almost a little smile almost comes across Reen's face.
Do I
Is he
hear it
standing
anymore?
right beside us when he
Yeah.
says that?
Yeah. You, Felix, Darius, you guys would hear. Dorhan's already over towards the doors.
Tell us how you really feel, Dick.
I've watched you all fight. That's enough.
Yeah? None of us have died.
And Jak is gonna continue to ignore and make his way behind Dorhan.
I look at Gunnar and I'm like, no wonder he hears voices.
All right. So everybody moving up.
Yurt.
All right. Okay, is everybody ready? Shall we move back into the mine?
Yeah, I think we've delayed long enough at this point. Let's go.
Okay.
Before we
Anybody?
go down, I do want to point out, just because I think I'm the only one who saw it, there is a leg in that cart over there.
What do you mean a leg?
What don't you understand about the word leg?
A whole leg? Is there a person attached to it?
No, it's just the leg.
Ooh.
I run right over.
Yeah, Dorhan starts pushing everybody out of the way to run over the cart.
I'll
Felix
scan the leg
just
when I see it.
sighs.
I want to watch it from afar to see what happens.
Yeah, so as you approach Alice and Dorhan's running over, you see now basically an empty cart except for one left leg with kind of armor plating on it and blood in the cart. He's like, "What is this? What does this mean?"
Oh, hey, someone's got a limp. Hey, you might be friends. Something in common, no?
I don't understand how this could be here.
Well, I mean, it's quite small, and I'm sure someone was able to carry it, and they brought it over here, or whoever lost their leg lost it right here. I mean, there's many ways it could be here.
Well, this is my armor. This is
Oh,
my leg.
oh,
Do you want your armor back?
awkward. Would you like me to reattach it?
I can't He looks obviously visually distressed, but he bows his head and he kind of shakes his head. He's like, I can't be distracted. We have to focus on the task at hand. We have to get back to Centurium, and this is only going to cause more questions. We must push forwards. And he starts
Okay.
heading back.
Darius,
Yes, sir.
can you come over here, please? Closer.
I'm not coming closer than this.
Darius, could
Yes.
you have that wonderful bag? Can you do me a favor?
You're picking the leg up. I'm not touching it. I already emptied this cart, and I left the leg there intentionally.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we could grab the leg too, if you want it. I can grab that for you. but I was actually more hoping you would hold on to this for me.
And I'm gonna extend the flower.
Oh, hey, I saw that. That was behind the house.
Yeah, it's from my father,
Oh,
Jonas.
yeah,
Gave
no,
it
sure.
to me.
And I pull out the bag and I open it up and hold it open for him.
Okay.
And, do we know how this works? Should I is
Just-
there a shelf in there I gotta put it on,
Yeah,
or
you just put it in.
just put it? Okay. All right. I'm just. Are you sure? Is that? Have you tried? Is that?
Yes,
Anything in
I
there?
have put things in there already.
Have they come back though?
I stick my hand in and I think of a piece of the armor that was in the cart and I pull it out.
Okay. He comes out.
Is that Gorhan's other armor?
I don't know. And I throw it back in the bag really quickly.
Okay. Here you go. Wait, do I put it in or do you put it in?
Either or. As long as
Can we
it's in
put
the
it in
bag.
together?
Anyone. Okay. And I
You grab
take
a
his
side.
hand and I ease it into the bag.
Wonderful.
And as you're like doing that, I slowly bring the leg up to the other hand, like right after.
We do this together too.
No, I'm not touching that one.
Okay.
And I just hold
just
it
throw it
open.
I want to get a look. I want to see. Do I see anything in the bag?
No, you just see blackness whenever you're dropping in.
Okay.
And you think it'll be safe in there, right?
And I reach in and I think of the flower and pull it out. See? It's safe.
Perfect.
And I place it
Okay.
back in.
Thank you very much. It's very dear to me. Actually, oh no, I'll ask Felix later. Actually, Felix,
You can
I don't
probably
think he
hear
can
from
hear
there. Yeah. Yeah.
You can't hear me from here?
He could, yeah.
Oh.
Felix.
Come on, Atlas. We gotta go.
Okay. All right, we're coming.
While we make our way over, I say to Atlas, I'm like, you can talk to him while we're walking, you know.
I know. More of a one-on-one stand and talk kind of robot.
I'm already gone.
Damn it.
All right. Okay. So as you guys move forward, Dorhan goes in first, just checking the way. He's got his great sword kind of at the ready, looking down the hatches. A little bit concerned of the fact that nobody closed them, but it seems to be clear. Doesn't look like anything come up. Nothing looks disturbed. Is everybody moving down into the mine now?
I'm just following whoever's leading at this point.
Yeah, Jack
Felix
is
is
right
going
behind
forward.
Dorhan.
Okay. Sorry, Ram, what did you say?
Yeah, Felix is just marching forward.
Okay.
If he runs ahead, I'm not following that. I'll stay with Dorhan, but I'm still following the marching order.
All right. Let me get everybody together. And go to... Did I do that right? We're doing things. All right, so yeah, you guys find yourself back in the room that was leading up to the city.
You spooked?
So as you can see, the entrance out to your right, as you all, I'm sure, very much recall, taking a right would take you towards where the foreman was and the mine intersection. The rest of you don't really know what happens to the left, other than Felix knowing that that's where it takes you to the elevator, and Dorhan.
So are we asking this foreman if he's got sanguine, or are you gonna go plug a key?
Wait, the left side here, like over here, takes the elevator?
Correct.
I thought that was back this way.
No, where you're clicking now will take you back towards the foreman and the mine intersection and stuff.
we came in this way, then got sidetracked. And went
Yeah,
left.
I remember that, but I thought that there was a path that went up. No?
Nope.
Oh. I'm very misremembering that map. All
So what do you
well, I'm
guys-
still waiting.
So Felix is kind of like charging in there. What way do you want to go, Felix?
Yeah, I want to go straight back to the elevator. No delay.
Okay.
Headed right for it. So
So we're not going to the foreman?
Felix isn't.
We don't really have to right now. There would be nothing more to say to him. We haven't done anything that he needs yet.
All right, then Jak is also following Felix.
All right. So we got Felix and Gunnar out in front. And we got Jak following. Dorhan's going to kind of cover the rear. A.T.L.A.S, where would
Following
you
in
like
behind.
to be? You're in. Okay.
I stick near Dorhan usually.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
All right. All right. So as you guys are going down, as you turn this corner and start following the trail down the south, you do feel it start to go in a bit of a decline. Whereas before, when you're coming to this room, you could feel it kind of going upwards towards the surface. So you definitely feel this is starting to go down. Let me move everybody. So as you move into the area, it takes a sharp left now, and you see yourselves not in the hole. Let me just move you guys around. See yourselves now what kind of you'd kind of briefly heard Felix talk about. There is a large iron kind of scale railing along the side with a gap leading into looks like nothingness. There's a chest kind of 2/3 of the way down the left wall, kind of workbench at the end, and then
Is that what he almost jumped into?
correct. Yeah, so as you guys move further into the room, you get a better look at what Felix had seen. This automaton has been built into the pulley system for the elevator. So
Creepy.
yeah, it has a star-shaped socket in the top. It has kind of a lever socket in the middle. And yeah, it doesn't have any lights. It's just motionless sitting there right now.
I'm gonna run right up to it.
Greetings. What is your designation?
And there's
I
no
don't think
response.
he talks at all. We need to power this thing up,
Oh,
which I think we can finally do. And Felix will walk up with the repaired star key and, without delay, insert it. Try to turn it.
While he's doing that, I want to look in this chest.
Okay, the chest is locked.
Okay, I will try to pick the lock.
Okay, so as you over to the chest, Felix, you put in the key. This time it goes very much smoother than last. It just slides in, and as you turn it, there's almost no resistance, and you hear it now click into place. You see the runes start to get even brighter, and this one singular light on the top of the automaton's head starts to glow, and you start to hear this hum start to It's still sitting there, but now this glowing red light is on the top. And it's got this handle in its chest, which you know from working in the mines, that would be clearly to move the elevator up and down.
All right. We're in business.
Didn't he say there were demons down there?
Yeah, well, we're going to take
Well,
care of them.
What if there's some on the elevator and he's going to get right up to where the elevator should be in case anything is actually standing there waiting?
hold on.
Well,
I have
you
an
know
idea.
how to fight. It shouldn't be a problem, Jak.
Precisely. That's why I'm here.
Does anyone have a torch?
Yes.
May I have it, please?
Do you want it lit or not lit?
Lit, please.
And Jak will pull one out and light it up, and then
Is
pass
it a
it off.
torch without flame, or is it just a piece of wood?
Well, I could light the torch, or I could not light the torch. Those are the options.
Right. I will take a lit torch.
And he'll hand him one.
Okay.
And immediately once he hands it off to me, my hand detaches and rockets, and I'm gonna send it down into the hole to light up
Okay.
as much as I can.
Okay, what's the range on your rocket hand?
Mm-hmm. Range.
I think it's 30, right?
No, I think it's more than
240 feet.
that. How big is the hole? We'll start there.
You don't know.
You can't see the end
I'm
of this
kidding,
hole
I'm
right
kidding,
now.
I'm kidding.
Like if you're looking out. So when you guys, just to give you like a rough idea, whenever you're looking out, you can see the walls on this map, but you cannot see the walls right there. There just has to be walls for me to physically build a map. It is blackness on all
Your
sides.
hand is spiritual weapon, right, Corey?
Yes,
60 feet.
60 feet.
Yeah. So as it goes down, you just see the side of the wall. You still can't see the bottom.
Okay, so I'll go as far as I could go in where the elevator would be coming up, and I'll just keep the light there. What is the torch? How much does the torch light up?
I think it's 30 feet. Let me check.
There's like a
Torch.
fall off, right? 30 feet, and then like a
20 foot
fall.
radius and then a dim 20 feet.
Yeah.
okay, so 40 feet was what we would be able to see. Okay, so I will. Yeah, I'll go as far as I can go, and then just kind of keep it hovering there.
Wait, so technically, if you once your hand was like 60 feet, we wouldn't be able to see the light anymore.
Well, you
Yeah,
guys.
but you would see the hand. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
Yes, you would see the light. The light just would be, there'd be darkness between you and the light.
Yeah, you would just see a dot.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
no,
you
would
see
still
like a
see
glow.
the area it lights up, just wherever it falls off, we wouldn't see. So there'd be like a portion of where we are and between us and the light that will be in darkness.
Yeah. Yeah, you basically see the glowing light where he's placed it. We're not going to get too technical on exact feetage for this particular instance. Darius, so yeah, if you want to roll your
I
dexterity
did. I
plus
rolled a 12.
12. Okay. So yeah, you put your lockpick in. This lock is quite sophisticated. It's built into the chest. It's not like a separate lock that's kind of dangling on it. And you feel no give in this whatsoever.
Okay. Nothing else I can do. I don't have any brute force, so I can't smash the thing.
And so Felix, you're put the thing in. These guys are doing their thing. What do you want to do next?
Yeah, I wanna raise the elevator. I want to bring it up. Without delay.
Okay.
I want to. I'm also going to, seeing just like the brilliance of the like glowing runes and patterns and stuff. I'm gonna change my cloak to be white, except it has like these runes and patterns inlaid in it now, and they glow blue in the cloak to match it.
Cool. So as you do that, Doran kind of moves over and he's kind of watching you, seeing your excitement. And he puts his hand on your shoulder. He's like, let's keep them safe. And you see he changes his cloak to match yours as well.
And,
So
yeah, Felix will stand waiting for the elevator and pull out his warhammer and just kind of look like ready but excited at the same time.
okay, yeah. So you pull the turn the switch to activate the elevator to come up, and you see this automaton doesn't even look like it really comes much to life. This thing is kind of locked in and stationary, but you start to hear now. Starts to build up. You see the wheels start to turn, and you can see the cable system kind of starting to move now. You can't hear the elevator from whatever depth it is, but you do see that the system is now working to bring this elevator up.
As it's coming up, Jack's gonna turn and go, so do we have a pickaxe if we find Sanguine?
I know I don't.
Yeah,
Are there
I
any
do.
pickaxes like around?
No,
We
I
are in
brought
mine.
I brought one. Don't worry.
As long as we have one.
I was a miner. Come on.
And now you're an adult.
Felix has got us covered. So Doran's just going to station himself at the back here for now, just kind of watching to make sure nothing comes down the hallway.
I go up to Dorhan. Hey, big guy.
What's up?
Can you smash that chest?
I don't know if I want to be damaging anything that probably belongs to the foreman. That might not be a great idea.
He said he didn't care. He said if we find anything down there, we'll just say this was down there.
I still don't feel good about damaging somebody's property. If he wasn't here anymore or something, but this is basically his home.
Did you try picking the lock?
Yes,
Did you try it well?
I tried it once.
Hmm.
Well, you try it if you're so good.
Okay, I will try to pick the lock.
As he says that he's going to pick the lock, Jak is going to cast. I forget how to even say this. Thaumaturgy.
Thaumaturgy.
Okay.
Bear with me. And he is going to create the foreman's laugh from inside the chest.
Well, you can make a sound, but you can't like. You can make like a thunder sound or whatever. You can't actually like,
Mimic.
create words or mimicking. Yeah, it's just like you can create like a vibration or a loud yell
Ominous
or
whispers. Can it be his
Yeah,
little
yeah.
whispers?
Okay,
Can it be his
yeah, yeah.
whispers? I'll do that. So you'll hear that coming from the chest.
All right. So yeah, as you approach the chest, you start to hear these.
Oh no, there's someone inside this chest. We must get to them quickly.
Dorhan, there's someone in the chest. Come break it open.
Dawn comes
You wanna
charging
cast
towards the
guidance on
chest.
myself?
Okay.
I gotta cast guidance on myself. And I'm gonna try.
Dorhan hears nothing. I don't hear anything. What are you talking
You all
about?
heard it.
It's okay, I'll get them out.
My hand flips into a lockpick, and I will attempt.
Go ahead.
I fucking hate it.
I was trying to deter them, but it made them more of them that want to.
All right. So lock picking.
Do you have thieves' tools? You gotta roll that.
Yeah, I'm looking for it.
Oh, it's so where all your
Yourself?
stats are, it's like 2 boxes under where your tools are.
Okay. Okay, no, this is not correct. Okay, hold on. I'll just go to my D&D Beyond.
It's just a dexterity roll plus
Plus-
proficiency if you have proficiency with thieves' tools.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Seven, 10, 12, and then I got a D4. 16.
Okay. So yeah, you try to lockpick it, and it's not budging at all. You're not. It feels like it's moving around, but you're not getting those tumblers at all. There's no movement within it at all.
Jak is going to toss a crowbar in the direction of Atlas.
Nice.
Okay. Roll a dexterity saving throw, Alice.
I didn't say at him. I said in the direction of.
I gotta pick it up, and I gotta go over to Jak.
Oh, you dropped this, Jak.
And I'm just gonna hand it right back to him.
Why don't you try to pry it open, the chest open with this?
Oh, good idea. Can I borrow your crowbar?
Yes. And he's going to just hand it right back to him.
All right.
Thank
good
you.
enough.
I'm gonna go over and I'm gonna shove this crowbar into whatever I can into the chest.
It says using a crowbar grants advantage to strength checks where the crowbar's leverage could be applied.
Mm-hmm. So
If
you
that
do your
helps.
best to kind of get the edge of this. This thing is pretty tightly sealed, but you do your best to kind of get the edge of it propped in between just beside where the lock is. And go ahead and roll a strength check. We're not going to do
Yeah,
advantage
first-
because there really is like no leverage in this position.
Hold on, I'm gonna actually.
What do you, with Dorhan, can you hit the end of this crowbar really hard? Wedge it in there some more?
I'm not really sure about breaking into the foreman's things. I don't know if I'm comfortable with
you won't
this.
be breaking into anything.
I'm pretty sure that's what you're trying to do, yes?
No. This is a new healing technique.
And I just look at Darius and I wink.
Oh, dear Lord. Very well, put it in. So he walks over and,
Everyone's telling Atlas to put it in tonight.
yeah,
Okay, I will count to 3, and you hit it as hard as you can.
very well.
Do not hit me.
I can promise nothing, but I'll do my best.
Okie dokie.
Okay, Dorhan, yeah, he smacks the crowbar, and it seems to give a little bit, but it doesn't snap open.
Well, I don't
There's
want
now there's just now a small gap, like it's got a little bit of movement where there's a small gap, but it doesn't open.
Yeah, okay. I was wanting him more to wedge. I wasn't expecting to open it. Now I'm gonna pry with it now that it's in there. Do I
Okay,
still
yeah.
get my advantage with the crowbar now, or
Yes, now that you can get it properly in, yeah. And so about 2 minutes have gone by during what we're doing here, and the elevator still has not arrived.
Dang.
Okay, so it was just a straight check, right?
Yeah,
So if you just
check.
click on
yeah.
strength, it'll roll with your mod.
12.
Okay. Yeah, you jimmy it in, you pull it. It's not opening.
Dorhan! Pry on this crowbar here.
Oh, for goodness sake.
For health purposes.
All right, so he comes over and you don't need to lie. I know what you're doing. So Dorhan kind of pulls on it as well, and as he yanks, he loses his footing and slips down a little bit, and the crowbar falls out of the slot. And it is not open.
Well, Doron, I'm very disappointed in you.
Well, maybe this is a sign.
It's like someone doesn't want us in here. Moving on.
Moving on.
There's a gap now. You made a gap at least. But another
Yes.
minute's gone by. Still no elevator.
Just do the Baldur's Gateway and stick it in your bag so you can open it later.
So,
All
we're waiting on an elevator here. You guys, we're kind of like a group now, aren't we? Yeah? Are we friends? Everyone friends?
I would like to think so. I don't want to go
Keep
into battle
Doron
to
on
anyone who
board.
isn't a friend with each other.
I feel like we've been a group for what, 2 days now?
You're right. And you know what a group needs? A group needs a name.
Yeah.
Did you have a
Anyone any
suggestion?
ideas?
How about you talk a lot?
How about Dorhan's Bastards?
Well, Felix is the leader. Shouldn't it be the Felixes?
Felix and the Cats.
What? Wait, we're not cats.
We're not cats.
You are right.
Another minute goes by.
How long is it gonna take this elevator to get up here? Is the gears and stuff are still turning?
Yep, still turning. You're about 4 minutes in now.
Seems like a long elevator.
Can I look at the gears and calculate like how much rope it's turning per rotation to kind of get an idea of timing per foot, so I can ascertain how many feet has been pulled up in the last 4 minutes?
Yeah, roll an investigation so that you can scan it.
Investigation. Okay, I just click it, right? Is there a way
Hopefully.
to keep my like thing up all the time?
Yeah, just double click the top of your character page and it'll minimize it into a little bar.
Okay. All right, that helps. All right, so investigation.
You can also pop out the window and just have it on a different monitor or whatever. That's what I do.
Okay, yep, good idea. And then I have a +4.
21.
No, it's 17. It calculates it. Oh, the
Guide-
guidance,
inspiration
yeah.
or guidance,
Sorry, guidance.
So 18.
18? Okay. So yeah, as you've kind of like been spinning your head watching this while you've been doing all your other stuff, you see what these chains are going through, calculating time. It looks like at about 4 minutes, About about 425, 430 feet approximately of chains have gone through.
Okay. So 430 feet over 4 minutes.
Approximately, yeah. You're not exactly precise, but it's around there.
Well, I mean, through my calculations through the gear ratio and timing, it looks like the cart has been coming up roughly for 400 feet, just over. So 400 feet a minute, or 400 feet, 100 feet per minute.
How do you know it's 400 feet?
Again, just through the calculation of gear ratio and distance traveled by the ropes that are being pulled over the time we've spent waiting, my calculations come up to be about 400 feet over the past 4 minutes and a bit.
I see.
Mm-hmm. Did you want to try singing now?
Why?
Because it looks like we have time.
Okay, I'm just going to point this out. We were told that that pit is full of monsters. I am not going to sing while the elevator goes down to cause more attention to us.
Oh, come on, Darius. Your singing is very inspirational. It could ready us for battle.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not feeling very inspiring these days.
Why?
Such a downer. We're going to be heroes.
Uh-huh,
Maybe there's a song about being heroes.
maybe.
You all start to hear kind of almost like a rumble. Just
Ooh.
Felix, you recognize the sound of the elevator coming closer.
I'd like to peer over the edge and see if I can see anything.
Okay.
It's still over there.
So you peer over and you can still see the glowing light. So you ascertain that the elevator at least hasn't passed that mark as of yet.
Hey, Jack, do you have any more torches?
What did you do with the last one I gave you?
Well, it's still right here, but if something were to happen to it.
It's starting to get louder now.
You let me know if you need another one, but you cannot have one right now.
Okay. Like to...
I want to drop the torch.
Okay, so as you look over and get ready to pull that torch, to drop the torch, you start to see the torch is now moving towards you. So you drop your the torch, and it's now moving towards you, and you recall your hand.
Okay. So the torch is on top of the elevator.
You all hear now very clearly the loudness of the elevator kind of half scraping against the wall as it's coming up towards you all.
Our ride is here. Should we be ready for battle?
It's possible. And Jack is going to whip his dagger out.
You now see the tops of this elevator be pulled out right in front of you. It comes level with the walkway. And you see it now. It looks empty. Other than a lever in the corner that would indicate that's how you would move it up or down from within. It looks quite large. Obviously, this is where they moved up and down the ore. It's quite large. It's about 20 foot by 20 foot. But it looks empty. You don't see anything in it.
Does anyone remember why they can't get the ore out anymore? This looks like it's operational.
They said there was a bunch of monsters. I just said this. They had things attacking them when they were going down there. They couldn't go down there anymore.
Felix, can you roll
we're
a
gonna clear
perception
them
check?
out.
Jack is going to kind of point for Reen to walk into the elevator to like look up. To, like, I don't know how like high up it is, but just to like look and make sure it is clear.
Sorry, what check did you ask me to do?
Felix to roll a perception
Oh.
check.
Okay,
So Reen walks into the elevator, which would be here. Looking up, it's about 15 feet high. And it does have like a ceiling on the top, and Reen sees nothing in there.
And Jack walks in too.
Just hold on a second. So Felix,
sorry.
Only 6.
6. Okay. All right, Jak, roll a perception check as you're walking through.
7. Yeah.
Okay, and Felix, are you going on as well?
Oh yeah, I'm walking on as soon as the thing comes up.
Right away. Okay.
Yeah, I was standing right at the edge waiting for it. So
Okay, Atlas, roll a perception for me, and Darius as well.
I want to inspect it.
Okay, yeah, roll
This-
investigation.
This thing is super old. I want to make sure that when we get on, it's not just going to snap and fall us to our dooms. I rolled an 11 for investigation. Corey rolled an 11 for perception.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So Darius, kind of looking, you don't have a lot of knowledge of these types of workings, but from what you can see, whatever type of material was used, like this type of metal, you don't even really see any rust on these chains, these cables. It looks almost immaculate for being here for so long. So it looks, as far as you can tell, it looks safe, and the elevator itself is in good repair. You don't see anything that jumps out at you that might cause any major issues.
Okay. I will start to get on the elevator. Do you want me to roll perception as well, getting on?
Yes.
10.
Okay. So Atlas, as you're moving up, Dorhan is also moving up towards now as well. Atlas, as you're moving up towards the elevator, you feel something brush past you. And now you faintly hear almost footsteps like pat, 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 pat.
Hello? Who was that?
Dorhan spins around. Who's there?
Someone brushed past me. Did you hear the footsteps? Am I going crazy?
Just silence.
I want to scan around my surroundings.
Okay. Roll a perception.
I'm gonna cast guidance on myself. All right. Or 14.
Okay. So you don't hear anything, but
My base perception also.
yeah, I know. Yeah.
Okay.
So you don't hear anything, but out of the corner of your eye, you see the workbench shake just for a quick second.
Okay. I want to quickly turn right around and look at the workbench and kind of see what if I could see what made it shake or if there's anything weird about it.
As you do that, Dorhan grabs his sword and holds it up. He's like, "There's something here!" And then all of a sudden, you see arrows start flying towards Dorhan.
From where?
From where?
From
the workbench?
From here.
Ooh.
So these things are letting loose some arrows, and you can see they are some type of dog type thing. Arrows all poised and pointed right at Dorhan, and they are making their attacks. And you can all roll initiative.
Did I see anything at the workbench or?
No.
Okay.
Of course, now I roll a natural 20.
Nice.
nailed it.
19.
It's just add turns for yourself, and then I'll change the numbers if you and change your numbers. You know how to do that? Right click your icon, your token, add turn, and then you can edit your number on the turn list.
I don't see the turn list. I also don't. So right click and click what?
Yeah, we can't do that. Only
Oh, I have to do it? Okay. All right. All right, let me get you
Yep.
guys on here first so you can do that then.
Well, if they select their token and roll initiative,
Yeah,
it should put them on there, and then you can just change the number.
it does, but I forgot. I already rolled. I mean, unless you want me to roll a second.
No, it's all good.
Well,
It's all good.
No, but if you roll, you can roll and then just change the number to what your first roll was.
It's
Oh,
all
okay, I see.
good.
Gotcha.
I think I got everybody on
What if my second roll is better than what I want?
there.
Oh, that sucks.
No, it won't
It's
let
not
me
like
change
it would
that. Oh, yeah,
give
well.
me some kind of advantage.
Hold on. So
I'll let you roll with advantage.
Oh yeah. DM mutiny.
DM mutiny. Dang, I wish I could change Dohoran's initiative. I was going to make it 52 just to see what happened.
No, I think you can only edit your own.
That's lame.
Whew. Oh, don't roll an 18. Did everybody put their initiatives in?
Mm-hmm.
Jack
correctly?
definitely
Okay.
did.
All right.
Oh, Dorhorn still hasn't. Slacking off.
All
That
right.
was his
So
roll.
you see this instantaneous as Doran yells out. It says bandit captain. They're not bandit captains. As Doran says, "There's something here." All of a sudden, he raises his sword, and you see 6 arrows come flying towards him. He gets hit 4 times in the shoulders and is almost pushed back and drops down to one knee. And then Darius,
Yes?
go ahead.
Oh, I get first turn. Okay, well. 1 second. How far apart are these guys?
So each square is 5 feet. So
Can I do it? Can I do it?
yeah.
Fireball.
I don't have that yet.
All right. So as you guys, hold on, let me find it now. All right. So as you guys look over, you see Darius. He holds his wrist and pushes out. You see him start some motions with his hands, and he starts mumbling some words. You see his eyes flash, and he slams his hand into the ground. You see this eruption happen in between these 3 beasts. You see this wave of energy come down to the ground, and a large ripple effect, almost looks like an earthquake, centralized, coming out and rippling across. And seeing these things shake and be sucked down into the ground. And I have to roll a dexterity saving throw. 12. What's the dexterity saving throw?
My spell save rate is 14.
14. Okay, so he failed.
3d6.
Saved. And he saved. Okay, so middle one failed. Okay, so roll your damage.
Okay. So I did 7 damage.
7, okay.
But if they all save, then it's half.
Yeah, no,
think-
no, they didn't. They didn't all save. You failed.
Oh, no,
7.
never mind. Oh, yeah.
It's all right, I got
Okay.
it. That's 7. All right. And these guys are going to be prone. So you see as this wave comes down, it pretty much like pushes them down into the ground. You see the 2 on the outside, they fall down to their knees. The one in the middle, it takes a hit, but it's standing up and it's ready for its next attack.
And
All right.
just double check, 'cause I still have a bonus action. I just need to
Yep.
see if this can be. Yeah, so I am going to cast Healing Word on Dorhan. What's my spellcasting modifier? I mean, I know what it is, but What's the number? Okay, sorry. Yeah. I will cast it at first level. So he gets 7 hit points back.
Okay, awesome. He definitely needs it.
And that is the end of my turn.
Sorry, what was that healing word, was it?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, Darius, after doing this huge attack with his other hand, almost simultaneously reaches over, says a few words, and you see Dorhan, some of his the piercing where the arrows were, it starts to heal over and pushes the arrows out of his body.
And then I'm gonna move back.
Okay. All right, Jak, you are up.
5, 10, 15. Jak is, without hesitation, going to run straight up to the first one, and he's actually going to put himself in between the other two as Reen follows right beside to Dorhan. And with his left hand, he's got his dagger in it, and he's going to come up right onto the first one, and he's going to try to stab it up into the neck area on the first one.
Okay.
This one.
The middle one. Okay, yeah.
And this will be
So the
my
one
first-
that's okay.
This will be my first attack with a dagger. That's a nat 20, so 25 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Dude, critting with a 1d4, that's like the best feeling in the world, man. That's a 2, so double to 4. So 5 points of damage on a crit.
5 points of damage. Okay.
That's great.
Best feeling in the world.
and on that, Jak is going to yell for Reen, and as the dagger hits into the dude, it's also going to get struck by lightning.
Okay. Yeah.
Adding
go ahead and roll.
a max damage, 6 points of lightning damage on that.
6 points. Okay.
And then, because of my handy dandy crossbow expert feat, as he lands that attack with his crossbow or with his dagger, he attacks the first one, and then the one to immediate right, he's going to snap his hand up, like right in this thing's face. He's going to launch a bolt at it.
Okay, to the one that's on the ground to the right.
Yes.
Okay. Roll at disadvantage because he's prone.
Oh, it is prone. That's...
Yeah, but he's within 5 feet.
Yeah,
But he's shooting range though. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Because this classifies as melee.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Go ahead.
Because also with the crossbow feat, I can't be imposed disadvantage within 5 feet.
Yeah, it was more about the prone than the 5 feet range.
All right. I already forget what my plus is on my crossbow. I think it's +7. Yeah.
I'll have to check that if it negates it or not.
24 to hit with my crossbow.
Okay, yeah, that hits.
Yeah, no. So prone doesn't impose disadvantage on range attacks. It just imposes disadvantage on attacks that are made from further than 5 feet away.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Which is typically a ranged attack. So yeah, that's
perfect.
That's how it works.
Thank you.
Dude, I'm rolling hot tonight. 8, 9, 10, 11 points with my crossbow.
11. Okay. Sounds good. 11. All right. Perfect. All right. Yeah. Let's see Jak run up and stab in there. You see Reen's lightning hit it just as it goes over. He crosses over with his other hand, shoots the other one that's on the ground. It just goes into the side of its neck. You see it pierce and go right through the other side. It yells out. You see when the lightning goes in, you see that it didn't wince as much at the lightning as you thought it would. It didn't reel as much. Just taking note of that when you seen Reen did her attack. Anything else for you?
No, I used my bonus action, so I cannot command Reen, so I will pass turn.
All right, sounds good. Okay, Dorhan, after taking the pummeling from the arrows, he looks over at Darius and kind of gives the nod from that healing. Now it's kind of healed up a little bit and pushed his arrows out. He just let out his voice. Let's do this. And he charges forwards. He's going to run up to the one that is prone over here. And wing. a miss. Plus. All right. So he runs up. Oh yeah, advantage.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah. Which is another damage. 11, 13. Okay. So you see Doran charge forwards, invigorated by getting shot a bunch of times, and he just swings downwards towards the demon's arm. It kind of flinches just out of the way, so it doesn't lose his entire arm, but the sword embeds in its shoulder, and he just pulls it out, and you see the blood just splatter across the side of the wall.
Gnarly.
And he did 17 points of damage.
Good lord.
All right, and he's just going to hold fast there. He's just going to hold his sword and brace. Felix is up next.
So I think it's actually me up next.
Oh, is it?
Wide sword.
Oh, yeah, let me move you. Yeah, there you go.
Sorry, Felix.
Hopefully.
Um,
11. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of. I'm gonna.
Doran, are you okay? Are you in need of assistance?
Yeah, I'm still hurt. You can still see like the piercing out of the back of his body. You can still see blood coming out.
Okay. All right, I'm going to run up to him. He's off to the side, right?
Yeah. He's pretty much
Okay.
against the wall on the right-hand
Yeah.
side.
I'm gonna zoom up to him.
Hold still, buddy.
I'm gonna cast just cure wounds on him.
Okay.
Sorry, what one is my? It's level 1.
Okay.
I healed him for 7.
7. Okay.
So you'll just see kind of that bluish glow that we've seen before kind of emanate from my hands, and I'm just gonna try to heal. You'll see some of those arrow holes seal up.
Perfect.
And then with my remaining movement, I'm gonna. So that was yeah, I got enough. So I'm gonna back up behind this chest.
Okay.
Go get him, pal.
Sounds good. So you just see Atlas back up, his head still facing Doran to keep an eye on, and he just kind of backs up and swerves in behind the chest. All right, Felix, you're up.
Okay. Yeah, Felix will move up a little bit, and will here's what's happening, and with his hammer out, stops like on the elevator and kind of turns and spins around the corner. And as he comes around the corner, he throws his hammer at the one that's still standing tall and makes an attack.
Okay.
Maybe 20 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
Takes 13 magical bludgeoning damage.
13, okay.
Yeah, so the hammer hits the guy, and then immediately, as it hits him, it bounces off, and you see the Felix's bracelet glow as the hammer comes back to him. Felix stands poised, and Gunnar goes running past him, and will also make an attack against the same one.
Perfect.
As Gunnar gets into range, he emits the a loud, piercing sound of his force-powered run. It's going to be a 20 to hit as well.
20 hits.
And he does 3 force damage.
Hey.
In damage roll.
So you see Gunnar charge up, getting ready to roar. You see this beast kind of like standing with its bow, looking kind of shocked. And then as Gunnar attacks, it kind of relaxes a little bit more with its bow now.
Yeah, and we'll both just stand here poised, and that's my turn.
Alrighty. All right, so Darius As you're watching this all happen, all of a sudden you feel something go into your back.
There's 9 more of them.
What is your AC?
I think you're muted.
My AC is 14.
Okay. All right. So as you're watching this, you feel a stabbing pain in your right and in your left. As you glance over your shoulder, you see now one of these beasts now uncover themselves that was stealthed behind you.
Son of a bitch.
And you are hit for...
Oh, that's going to do sneak attack damage.
Is 14 damage.
Oh, that's it? I thought that was going to do a lot more. I mean, it still hurt. Don't get me wrong. But...
I don't know how much HP you have.
Yeah.
It's not negligible.
All right, so he's in here. Let's get him in the sequence here. So he's already went. All right. So the one standing in front of Gunnar pulls out his scimitar and takes an attack. It's blindingly fast how quick this uses the scimitar. It's a swipe down, swipe up, and then pulls out its dagger and goes for a stab. It almost looks like it's all in one swift motion.
He does it to towards Gunner.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, okay, so 15 armor class.
Okay. All right, yeah, so an 18 and 19, so... So first scimitar misses, the second catches Gunner, and then the stab coming in from the left hits Gunner for... 13 damage. Piercing.
Okay. Yeah. Gunner's pretty damaged from that.
Yeah, so the dagger finds its way in between the segments of armor that Gunnar kind of has. You kind of see Gunnar kind of shift a little bit with the weight of the dagger going inside. That is that guy. So the one between Dorhan and Jak, he uses movement to stand up. So you see him get up. He uses his back paws, kind of flips right back up, pulls out his scimitar and a dagger, and takes swipes at Jak and Dorhan.
So as he does, Gunner staggered is gonna, his eyes glow and he turns immediately and emits a distracting sound pulse to deflect the attack and impose disadvantage. I guess probably on the one against Jak.
Jak, okay, perfect. That
It's
was
only
the
against
first
one.
roll.
It's only on one attack. So.
Okay, and it's disadvantage. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
God bless, Gunner.
Oh, damn. So the first swing towards Jak, this emitting vibrational noise just throws him off, and as he's about to strike Jak, he just pulls the scimitar back for a second. He shakes it off and goes for a second strike, which goes completely wide, still reeling from that distraction, and he goes forwards with his dagger and aims for Dorhan's shoulder. That's all he can really reach from where he is. So that will be... 13's a lucky number. So, being reeling from the scimitar, misses and lunges forwards in complete frustration and anger towards Dorhan and lodges the dagger in Dorhan's shoulder. Dorhan lets out a scream. Then he takes 13 damage. Okay. All right, and the one on the other side is going to use half his movement to get up. So he's going to... he still has his bow at the ready. He's going to take shots at Jak, being the closest. So 22, Jack.
22 does hit, barely.
All right, simmer down. Okay, so you take 6 piercing damage.
Owie. All right.
Okay, and then you see the one at the back. He disappears. Darius, you're up.
Okay. I am going to move. He's not going to have opportunity to move away when he's stealthed.
Pardon?
Does he get an attack of opportunity?
You sure would.
Yeah, okay. I was like, because if he moved away, then he wouldn't. But...
13.
Is that a match? No, that doesn't hit. Ha!
Okay, so as you...
I walk away, I give him the finger.
Yeah, it just takes a wild swing at you as you go by. Look
I'm
of
like,
frustration on its face.
All right, and then I kind of like rub my back where they stabbed me because obviously it didn't feel nice. And then I look up, my eyes flash arcane again, and I say, "Oh, did one of them die? Did this one die?"
No, he vanished.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna sing 1, 2, 3. I'll shatter the oh. And as I go woo woo, that's the sound that comes from shatter. And I'm gonna cast it. I'm gonna cast it up here, so anything within 10 feet takes the damage. They have to do a DC save.
Okay.
Let's see what it is. Constitution saving throw.
Constitution.
Yep.
Okay. 10, 12, and 16.
Okay, so the 10 and the 12 fail, the 16 pass. Well, he doesn't get hit. It's just this guy. I'm trying to aim it so that it just hits the 2.
Okay.
Because if it hits him, it's going to hit everybody else too on my team, and I don't. Want
Okay, so 10 and 12. Okay.
Yeah, so they fail, and they take 15 points of damage.
All right.
And then as my bonus action, I'm going to heal myself.
Okay.
Full 5 points of health.
Every bit counts.
Oh, I know.
So yeah, you see this kind of like almost this crystal-looking thing kind of vibrates. The image of this glass shooting out into these this one that you can see, and a yelp from the one that you can't see. Yeah, this one is now visibly hurt, profusely bleeding, standing in front of Gunner. All right, anything else for you?
No, that's my turn.
All right, Jack.
So the one in front of Gunner is visibly got the ouchie hurtums.
Yeah, they're both hurt, but that one is, yeah, pretty rough.
All right, Jack is going to look at Dorhan and go, "You got this one. I'm going to get the one that just got Gunner." And Reen is going to actually move up a bit too. And then Jack is going to just literally point blank put the crossbow in this thing's ear and release a bolt.
Okay, go ahead.
18.
Okay, 18 does hit.
I'd hope so. And that is a 6, so 9. And Jack is going to call for Reen's aid for an additional 3 points of lightning damage, so 12 points of damage in total.
Okay, so 3.1. So okay.
And then for his bonus action, he's going to have Reen also attempt to jump this guy.
Okay.
So Reen is going to go up, and she is going to grab this guy by his ankle and bite down on him and try to drag him backwards.
Okay. Roll for attack. Are you gonna actually try to hurt him, or are you just grappling him?
An actual damage.
Okay, sure.
That is an 11, so plus 5, 16 to hit.
Okay. So as Reen lunges forward to grab his ankle, he pulls out his scimitar and just deflects the teeth, and you see Reen's head just snap away as he parries it away.
What a douche.
He's almost down on one knee right now. He's just gasping for breath.
All right. That will do it for Jak.
Okay. All right. Dorhan, feeling reinvigorated by all the heals he's received, he takes his greatsword and he lunges forwards towards the demon dog. All right, as Doran charges in, he comes down hard with the greatsword right into the same wound that he had last time. This dog yells out in pain, screeches. He brings it up, it comes down, swipes it upwards into its leg, and does a crazy amount of damage. But the thing is still standing.
He does so much damage.
So much damage, but it's still alive.
He does so much damage, it doesn't die.
Yeah. Okay, so Alice, you're up.
Okay, so I'm gonna, when I notice that this guy pops up behind us and shoots Darius in the back, I get a little angry.
He stabbed me, not shot me.
And stabbed
Whatever,
you,
hurt you.
Yeah.
No one jumps my friends from behind.
And then my eyes start to glow really bright yellow, and then the air around him starts to like crackle and pop like a bluish yellowy hue. And I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on him.
Okay. Deck
Don't know
save,
what I'm
right?
rolling.
Yeah, it's a deck save for me.
Yeah, it's a save for the monster.
Yeah, sorry, deck save. Yeah.
So
Is it
19.
stealth?
No, he's doing the
Sorry,
one
what?
down to south where you got attacked.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sorry, what did you roll?
19 total.
Yeah, okay.
It was a cool light show, though.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So this thing, as it starts to come out, this thing just kind of like ducks to the side, and you just see that it just went a little bit off center. You managed to dodge it.
I'm a little rusty on the damage stuff. Just hold still.
It just snarls at you.
Give me literally maybe 60 seconds. Processing.
That's 10 rounds. That's a lot of time.
Well, how many there's sorry, 8 rounds. So sorry, okay. I'm going to well, it didn't go how I wanted it to go. Yeah, I guess I will. So what I'll do is I'll back up because this thing snarled at me, and I'm gonna just use my bonus action to hide.
Okay.
It is tucked away in behind this chest.
It rolled a 32 in intimidation.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll a stealth check.
I'm using like the hide action.
As a bonus
Yeah.
action. Okay.
Oh, do you use a stealth check for that?
Yeah, hiding is a stealth check. It's
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Especially if enemies can see you.
You have bonus action hide.
I have cunning action, so it allows me to hide, disengage, dash.
I thought you were a cleric.
You could be
It's
multi-class.
an automaton.
I'm an automaton. Yeah.
Custom
Is it automaton or automaton?
It's an automaton. Is what it
Okay.
is.
I'll call it whatever I want.
You can. I just thought I was saying it wrong this whole time.
Automaton.
Automaton.
I don't know where this is on my thing, so I'm character sheet, man.
It would be
Just-
under stealth,
I got
most
it. I
likely.
got it. Yeah, I got it. Thanks. 11.
11. Okay, good to know. All right, and that's that for your turn.
Yeah.
All right, Felix is up.
Okay, Felix is gonna make an attack. He's gonna throw his hammer at this one again.
Okay.
Try and take him out.
Okay.
16 to hit.
16 just hits.
Right. Yeah, he throws the hammer. Takes 9 magical bludgeoning.
Okay.
Just a note, ignore the whole hide thing. I actually don't know why I have cunning action here.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
that's a rogue ability. I don't know how it's on my character sheet.
Oh,
so-
and you rolled. Yeah, it must have. Whenever I used it to customize yours, it must have carried over from the previous character.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so yeah, Felix, as you release your hammer, you see it connect with the head of the demon dog, and it passes right through. The head just pops, explodes, the body crumples to the ground, and you recall your hammer back to your hand.
All right. Gunner's going to move into position to support these two, and then he's going to use one of his repair charges to heal himself.
Okay.
So. He heals for 9, and
Okay.
that's my turn.
All right. All right.
May
So-
or may not have loaded up my rogue in D&D Beyond by accident. That's why.
That makes a lot more sense.
Okay, we're good.
I
we're
cast
good.
Booming Blade now.
Yeah. All right, Jak. So, as you just see this one collapse in front of you, a bloodied mess, you now see one just flash right in front of you and start stabbing, swinging the scimitar right at you.
Lovely.
Gunner will react and impose disadvantage.
Okay.
Deflect attack.
All right. So I'll just be a regular
I
roll.
like Gunner. I'm gonna hang out with him a little more.
5. 12. Jak, does that hit?
That is not hit.
Okay. So that one misses. Dagger. 23.
The what?
23.
A 23 does hit.
Okay.
Come here.
5. Another 8. 16. Okay. So this demon dog appears, and just as it appears, you see the scimitar coming right towards you. It catches you right across the chest, and as you see it coming back for another, you kind of dodge back a little bit. It misses the swing, but you don't see his other hand coming around with the dagger and sticks you in the side. And it's 13 points of damage.
Nice.
Piercing. Okay, and he's going to stand there. The one that is just north of you, seeing you take those hits, is also going to take swings at you. 15.
That does hit.
Okay, so just so I'm clear on their positioning, there's one by Felix, and then the other two are still by Jak, correct?
There's not one by Felix. No, it's down the south. Can you not see
I thought
them?
You said one showed up and attacked, but maybe he was attacking.
It
Jak.
attacked. It basically, it appeared where the other one died. It basically
Oh, okay.
almost took its spot. Yeah. Crit, that's 5, 10, 12. Okay. So you take 12 points of damage.
Dang, these guys have been hitting me.
So yeah, just seeing, trying to finish you off, seeing those wounds coming in, swings with a scimitar twice, down, up, in with the dagger, manages to catch you.
Jak is not looking handsomely anymore.
So you want it to far south. Rushes up behind Darius and takes his attacks.
No, not you again.
He didn't like the finger you gave him, so.
I give him both.
Your AC is 12, right?
14.
14, okay.
And while he's doing that, Hey, you. You're supposed to be a dog. You look like a cat. That's the wrong thing I linked, though. That's what I meant to link.
What were you doing?
Yeah, I'm a D6.
Oh, cutting words?
Yeah. So reduce that attack roll by 5.
Okay, I'll reduce the first one. Is it automatic 5 or did it roll a 1d6?
I rolled a 1d6. It was 5.
Oh, okay, it's a 5. Okay. So the first one misses then. Okay.
Aha.
You're so lucky.
I know. That's why I did it.
All right, so he has his rush behind you. Takes a swing. As you cast your spell, it kind of just it winces a little bit when it goes for that dagger attack. You take 10 points of damage.
Okay. I'm not looking too good.
All right, you're up next.
Okay. Okay. See if I can do this effectively. 20 feet. So it'll hit him, and it'll hit him. Perfect. So getting tired of their bullshit, how they keep just disappearing, I'm going to shout out, a firewall! And I'm going to cast Fairy Fire in the middle of the group, so it basically hits everyone. Anybody who wants to stealth, you're going to need to do a dexterity saving throw. If you're not going to stealth, don't worry about it.
That's not true. Very fire.
Not a dexterity throw. Yeah, no, a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah. I mean, but it gives advantage to all attacks against you, so everyone has to roll. It's gonna get hit.
Yeah, but it also prevents them from going stealth. We can see them.
Yeah. No, I know. I'm just saying it still matters even if you don't care about stealthing. Like we still have to roll.
Oh yeah, it affects you guys too. That's fair. I guess it's going to affect me too.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me just make sure.
Now that you understand how the spell works,
No,
are
I'm
you
still doing
casting
it.
it? Oh.
Because we all get a turn before they do, so hopefully we can kill them before.
Genius.
All right.
So you have to beat a DC of 14.
14.
There you go.
And what kind of roll is it?
Dexterity.
Dexterity saving throw.
Yay.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
I failed my own by 1.
15. I passed it by 1.
They
Yeah,
all
I just saved.
I
saved.
failed.
Okay. All 3 of them saved.
Damn it!
What about Dohorn?
Oh, Doran. Right. A 19. He saves.
The gunner fails. He's lit up with Fairy Fighter.
So me, Atlas, and Gunner.
Oh, does Ree need to do it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, everybody basically, it's 20 feet range, so everybody.
Uh, 10 for Reen.
Okay, so he's lit up like a Christmas tree. She's lit up like a Christmas tree.
And then I'm going to heal myself.
Okay. And are you moving at all?
No. Not when he has advantage.
Wise move, sir. All right. Jak, you're up.
Ooh, that was a good one.
I'm dying. Is drinking a health potion a full action
Yeah.
or a bonus action? Okay. Well, if we all have advantage, maybe it is.
You don't. They all pass their saving throws.
Oh, they don't have it.
Yeah, they all passed, so there's nothing. They're fine. They're normal.
Okay.
They're chilling.
In that case, let me see if I can use this as a bonus action. I don't think I can. Okay, we are going to risk it here. We are going to drink my potion of healing
Mm-hmm.
for my turn.
Okay.
Now, the only one I could add was a potion of greater healing. I'm assuming I don't have a potion of greater healing.
No, it's just the regular. Let me get you this. That's just a regular healing potion.
Okay, what is that? Just 2d4?
I think it's 2d4 plus 3. Where is it? Potion of healing is 2d4 plus 2.
This see-through dice is not helpful.
Mhm.
3 and 2, so 5 plus 2 is 7.
Okay.
Putting me at 12. And for my bonus action, I am going to try to have Reen pull this guy prone.
So not an attack, like pulling him down.
Yep.
All right. Go ahead and roll an athletics. Gonna try and tackle him down.
Copy. $17. So athletics is dex, so +1. 18.
19. So Areen tries tackle him down again. It just kind of kicks its feet down, managing to stay out of Reen's jaws.
What a punk.
Very dexterous.
Very dexterous. All right, I'm dead. I pass.
All right, it's your turn. Okay. So Dorhan, he wants to finish this thing off. It's snapping at his feet. It's looking pretty wounded. It takes a swing at the one right in front of him.
I'll take that potion out of my inventory.
13. All right. So seeing how much damage has been done to this thing, he just flips his greatsword up and just lunges forward, hops up in the air with both of his legs, slams it right in, pins this thing to the ground, pulls his sword out and just slumps down, and he charges forwards towards the other one.
God bless.
5'11". So as he charges over and he takes a swing at it, this thing just ducks out of the way. You just see the blade just rush right over its head, and the thing jumps back up ready with its swords. And that's Dorhan's ready. So over to A.T.L.A.S.
Okay, I'm going to detach my hand, and it's gonna fly over behind the guy I tried to hit last time.
Okay.
It's going to flick into a scalpel. Sorry, it's going to tap him on the shoulder first, and then flick
Yes.
into the scalpel. And then it's going to move a stabbing motion and attack.
Okay.
So, with that being said,
Yeah, that's it, Atlas. Poke that guy in the eye.
Okay.
Okay, rocket scalpel. Here we go. So 16 to hit.
Hits.
All right. Now, how do I roll damage?
I think if you just click like on the ability itself, I think has the damage there. I think if you click on it, it'll roll the damage.
No.
You can't click
No.
his abilities to roll damage.
Okay, I will just
Jak.
roll damage myself.
Yeah. Yeah, I might not have set up your custom sheet properly.
I realize that the ascertain thing is hard for you, but you need to ascertain that you can't click
Okay.
that button.
Yeah.
Huh?
So 2.
You have a plus, right?
Yeah, I'm looking.
It's your casting modifier, I think, isn't it? What is it?
Yeah. So that would be
+3.
six. I think it's my intellect would be my casting on this.
No,
No?
cleric's wisdom.
I know.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm just going back to my D&D thing here, or beyond, because I have it all laid out. Just give me a second.
Yeah. It's
Ooh,
plus
rocket hand.
three.
Here we go.
It's +3. Rocket scalpel.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is on that thing there.
Yep. Okay. So 5.
Okay. So yeah, it just starts stabbing in its face, and it's like this force damage is just pummeling into its eyes. Ah! You look up now, and there's profusely bleeding from one of its eyes.
And I'm gonna use my bonus action. I'm gonna yell out.
Was that good for you, Felix? Should I do it again? Other eye?
Yeah, that was awesome.
Oh, I'm glad you like it this time.
I'm gonna stab him in the other eye. My bonus action.
Okay.
Check this one out.
And he's gonna do like a little like swirly wind up, like an old school baseball pitcher. And then he's gonna flip to like a slashing motion, and he's just gonna slash him in the eye.
Okay.
Oh, I guess I gotta roll that shit again, don't I?
Yep.
Okay. So rolling. So that's another 16 to hit.
Oh
Okay,
my
that
God.
hits. Yeah.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
saying ascertain every time I speak now.
Mhm.
And
16
then-
always hits, man. It's so good.
Sweet spot.
That's for 10 damage.
10 damage. Nice.
Slashing damage, if that makes any difference.
Okay. Yeah, so the rabbit stabbing, poking in one eye, and the thing's like yelling out, and it flips around. It starts slashing at the other eye. This thing's like waving its hands now, just trying to push this weird flying thing that keeps stabbing it in its face. So it looks a little hurt. All right,
Okay.
anything else for you?
That's it. That's me done.
All right, Felix.
All right, Felix is gonna take advantage of this situation, and with this thing being constantly poked in the eye, he's gonna throw his hammer at the same one Atlas has been attacking and make an attack. Ranged attack, 22 to hit.
That does indeed hit.
Takes 9 magical bludgeoning.
Okay. Right, gets slammed with the hammer right in the shoulder. It takes him back as he's trying to like, push this thing away, and now he gets hit in the shoulder. Visibly frustrated, like starts screaming towards. He doesn't know what's going on right now. Getting attacked from all sides.
All right, awesome. And then Gunner's going to turn and attack the one that's close to him, feeling restored, and he's going to open his mouth and emit his force-powered rend.
Okay.
But it's only a 7 to hit.
Okay, yeah, this guy ducks out of the way again and dodges Gunner's attack.
I really want you to say a hit just to see. 7 hits. That's
Yeah,
so good.
ooh, let's go.
Okay.
He's vulnerable
That's my turn.
against metal foxes. So that's you moving at all, or you're hanging out where you are?
Oh, yeah, we're staying where we are.
Okay. All right. So there's one behind Darius that just got completely pummeled by a bunch of stuff. He just wipes his eyes, and he looks. He's just gritting his teeth. You can see these little teeth now sticking out, and he rushes forward with all his might to take down Darius.
As he comes towards me, I drop concentration.
Yeah.
So they charge towards this bright shining light. All of a sudden, just flickers out.
Genius.
Okay.
I am going to cutting words him again.
14. Okay.
1d6. I'm going to take 2 off of an attack.
Okay.
That'll be the first one.
First
because I have
one,
to do
yeah.
it as a reaction.
Yeah, it was 19, so still hit.
Yep.
All right, so he swings forward. so mad at what just happened. Blood he can hardly even see, but somehow he just lashes forward. He swings, cuts across Darius's back, comes around with the other slash, misses, but then lunges forward with the dagger and does 14 damage to Darius.
Ooh. Ooh.
And then the other one, seeing Jak reach for and down his healing potion, tries to stop him. He's a little second too late, but lunges forward with his scimitars and dagger towards Jak. $17 to 17 hit?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Okay. So he turns around, seeing Jak be a little bit revitalized, but down on this, he slices him down on his left leg. You see Jak's upper leg slice right open. He comes up the other side, up the other leg, and then shoves his dagger right into the side of his throat. And he takes 22 points of damage.
Jak is down.
Jak just clutching the dagger, and he just collapses on the ground unconscious.
Remember when you said we were the ones who didn't know how to fight?
Oh no! Don't worry, Jak. We always protect the weak one.
Dang.
Okay, Darius, you're up next.
All right. You said that this one looked the worst, right? I didn't mean to click that. Where is my thing? There we go. This guy. Looks the worst,
They
right?
both look pretty evenly beat up.
Yeah, okay. In that case, I'm gonna turn around at the one behind me and I'm gonna yell, "Hey, Laser Lips! Your mother was a snowblower." Okay, and so what is it?
And you're doing that the one next to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
1d4. He takes 2 damage, but he has to do a DC save. Otherwise, he takes half as much.
18.
It's wisdom.
Why are we drawing X's on him?
18.
Yeah, 18 succeeds. So he takes 1 damage.
1 damage. Okay. That's disadvantage on next attack, right?
On me, yeah.
Yeah, on you. Okay. Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
No. Okay.
No, I don't. I can't heal anymore. I've used up all my spots.
Okay.
No, I don't. I can't heal anymore. I've used up all my spots. Whoa, what the?
This is somebody watching the stream or whatever. All right. So down, Jak, death saving throw.
Yeah, let me give you one of those.
Oh, it's just his next attack roll. It's not just on me. Cool.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Do I add anything to that, or is it just a
No,
straight
it's just a
roll?
straight 20.
Yeah, just a D20. You can click. You can actually click on the character sheet death save button. It's right by hit dice.
I'm on D&D Beyond.
Oh, okay.
It's just a D20 roll. Then.
Oh, okay.
No modifier.
18.
18. Okay. One save.
I'm assuming that's a success.
10 or higher.
Yeah,
is a
it's
success,
10. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So for now, you were good. Okay, Doran charges forward again, raising the greatsword, swinging down in hopes to finish this battle. Rolls a 4. Rolls a 2. Charges in, such anger, slashes down. This thing just dodges to the left, dodges to the right. And it's ready for the next oncoming attack. A.T.L.A.S, you're up.
Oh, lordy. What a predicament. This is great. Jak, looks like you're bleeding out. Wonderful.
I'm gonna run over to Jak. And just gonna.
How you doing, buddy?
He's unconscious. He can't hit you.
I'm literally unconscious.
He knows that. It's called roleplay, man.
He seems to be unconscious.
He seems to be unconscious.
I'm going to cast Healing Word on him.
Okay.
Healing Word. I'm going to cast it at level 2. I'm healing him for 5.
It's
Sorry?
6. It adds the where it says higher level cast. You add that number. It's kind of weird how this
Okay.
app does it. Yeah. So it's the top number plus the bottom ones.
Okay. So I kind of place my hands onto his like most visible wounds and kind of they start to glow as I hum a little bit. 6 health.
Bing! All done.
Also,
Are you
he
with
doesn't
me,
have
buddy?
disadvantage because he saved on his throw, so that he actually doesn't take any damage from my attack. I was just reading through the spell.
What?
The guy that I vicious
okay.
mockeried.
Oh yeah,
So
okay.
he doesn't have disadvantage or take damage because he succeeded. Sorry.
All right, no worries. So yeah, you guys see just as Jak kind of like the breath comes back into him, his eyes open.
Hello! Welcome back.
What happened?
You sucked. But I got you back.
Noted.
Try to do better this time.
Thank you, little one.
You're most welcome. I'm gonna go hide by the chest again. Oh, I forgot.
And I turn to my hovering hand
Yeah.
and I just like nod at it and it just stabs him in the eye again.
Okay. Roll for attack.
14.
It does not hit.
No.
It's okay. I was distracted. You try again, little man.
And I like just try to like kind of I'll start to try to help him up.
Okay. And so this starts to reach down, trying to help Jak back to his feet. The scalpel just comes at the demon. It's just dodging about 43 different times as the scalpel's coming at it, dodging every single one, Matrix style.
Perfect. I'm also gonna have Filbert kind of crawl out and kind of like give Jak a little hug on his ear.
Okay. Sure. You see Filbert pop out, just hugs your earlobe. All right. Anything else from
Just
Atlas?
weed off me.
Come on back, Filbert.
Filbert actually takes one of his thorns and stabs you in the ear for 1 damage, and then runs back to Atlas.
I'm down again.
Almost.
Careful, Filbert. He's very fragile.
Yeah. Okay, and then Felix is up.
Okay. Yeah, Felix is going to move up actually and make a point blank melee attack with the hammer this time.
Okay.
And it's a crit.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ooh.
18 bludgeoning damage. So Felix just turns and runs at this guy with his hammer for a crit attack.
Amazing. He just charges in. Hammer smashes. It finds this point in its chest, and as the hammer hits, you can hear multiple ribs just popping and cracking as this thing almost shoots backwards with the force of your hammer. It's at 18,
Still
right?
alive though? Yeah,
It's still alive.
still alive. Ah.
If only you would have critted with a dagger and dealt 4 damage.
And then bonus action, Gunner will attack the one in front of him. It's force powered run. He's not doing very well though. Doesn't have a lot of punch today. All right, that's our turn.
All right. Oh, it was at 8. Oh, 8. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So reeling from this pummeling he just got in the chest, he leans forward, rushes at you with his scimitar and dagger. 9 and a 7. Oh, and a 20. Okay. god. So, yeah, he's recovering from this pain in his chest. He comes forward. He almost can't even outstretch his hands far enough right now to make the attacks. He swings with one, he misses. He swings with the other. He reaches forward with the dagger, but there's hardly even enough strength to pierce through your armor, and you just feel a little bit of it push in for 3 damage.
Okay. As he so as the attack connects and Felix takes the damage, you see like one of the runes in the center of Felix's armor glow and flash, and Felix vanishes and becomes invisible.
Nice. This thing, as soon as the attack hits, Felix disappears and immediately is in complete shock and withdraws the dagger. The blood just gushing out of its chest, almost blinded, blood pouring from its eyeballs, is completely confused right now. All right.
So are we.
He's one of the demons.
So the dog up at the top, seeing Jak get up, he's going to swing at him. You see him get up. It only makes sense. I'm sorry. Thought he was down. He gets back up.
I feel targeted.
Comes down with his scimitar.
He also saw
All
Atlas
right.
heal him.
And his dagger.
As soon as he makes a scimitar attack, Gunnar reacts immediately and emits a piercing sound to pose disadvantage.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Right.
Gunner's getting head pats after this.
$14.
No.
Oh my god. That was the disadvantage too. The first roll was 19. So Gunnar literally saved you there. Next one
Out of the 3 attacks.
is a 9. Next one.
Oh, thank
is
God.
I'm gonna cutting words in.
12.
So they all missed.
Okay,
thank
use your cutting words.
I missed anyway, but I'm not even gonna. There's no point. If they
Yeah,
missed
yeah.
anyways, then there's no point.
Yeah, because it doesn't use a slot. It's cantrip, right? Is it?
Well, no, it uses my inspiration. I still have to use because technically I used it, but I'm not gonna
Yeah.
roll it if it missed.
Right.
There's no
Yeah,
sense.
for sure. Okay.
Maybe a ranger
yeah.
shouldn't be played as a tank.
so as you get to your feet with Atlas' help, you see the scimitar coming down, and you just have enough wherewithal. Just dodge one way, dodge another, and then you almost fall backwards and kind of shimmy yourself towards Atlas to dodge the dagger strike. Seemingly,
close,
you're more
buddy.
efficient when laying down. Yes.
You can hide behind me.
I don't got time to hide.
Oh, I think you do.
Unless it's in a tree.
All right, Darius, you're up.
I turn and look at the dog man behind me, frustrated at how many times. I think he's the only one that's hit me this whole fight. I basically just turn and I look at him with a very stern look on my face. I go, "Bad boy, bad boy," and I do 1 damage if he doesn't save.
12
No, that doesn't save. So he takes 1 damage and now has disadvantage.
on next attack. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, this thing just kind of looks at you strangely.
I know.
Yeah. Anything else?
No, I can't do anything else.
You don't want to run away or anything?
I'm not giving him an attack opportunity.
I'm just suggesting. Okay, Jak, you're up.
Jak is going to try to get more of a sturdy stance, and he is just going to be like, "All right, let's end this," and he's going to release a bolt on this guy, and he's going to shout for Reen for assistance.
Okay, go ahead.
12 plus 7 math.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. Small math gets me sometimes. And D8 and a D6. 6 plus 3 is 9. 9 plus 4 is 13.
Was for the electricity damage?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay.
And so he's gonna drop that bolt in, and then he's gonna yell for Reen to also make an attack on this guy. And Reen is gonna be a little bit more feisty than usual, and she's actually going to spend 2 mana and cast Go for the Throat, if anyone plays Magic the Gathering. And she's going to bite this guy in the neck.
Spend 2 mana?
Yeah, it's nerd. It's the card game Magic the Gathering.
Oh, you
There's
were
a-
doing it for flavor. Okay, I was like, what?
Yeah, there's a card called Go for the Throat.
My bad. I thought you were addressing
Oh.
an actual skill in the game.
We all knew that.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're all
shit.
Magic the Gathering
Yeah.
players for sure.
I
We
knew
should all get
exactly.
together and play.
We shouldn't do that.
17 on the die, plus 5, 22 to hit.
That
Thank you.
hits.
Thank God.
Yes. Corey, yes.
What do I? Where's my...
That's what Ryan was laughing at earlier, wasn't it?
It's been all game.
Yeah.
literally just noticed it.
Yeah.
7 points of piercing damage.
7 points piercing. Got it.
What's been all game? What I miss?
You need
Nothing.
to take another drink, Corey.
Anything else from you, Darius? You moving or anything?
Me?
Darius.
I mean, Jack?
I attacked. Reen attacked. I'm chilling.
Okay. Got it. All right, so on to Doran. Doran, with the great sword, lunges forward. He's just trying to stab
close.
right through this thing's chest. He's just trying to stab it and rush it towards the edge. 14. That does not stab it. 20 does.
I'm
Okay.
minimizing that window. This is too creepy.
So he lunges forward, great sword, misses, but as he misses, he swings it around and swipes downwards. It takes a chunk out of its lower back leg as it tries to dodge out of the way. This thing is looking very, very hurt now. Covered in blood. And Darius is... I'm getting all names all over the place now. Doran is done. Atlas, you're back up.
Okay.
We need to kill these things.
I just like I kind of help Jak to the side.
You be okay here? Jak? Talk to me. Are you with me? Jak!
Chill. Yes, I kill it.
Okay, is there something wrong with your jaw?
I'm gonna look over to the thing that Darius was like yelling at, and I'm going to yell at him too, and I'm gonna do my best Darius impression, and I'm gonna reconstruct his voice, and I'm gonna say,
Bad boy.
I'm gonna tell my scalpel to stab it in the eye.
Perfect.
Oh, that made me cough.
Or 16 to hit.
It hits.
A lot of 16s hitting.
Yeah.
5 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to roll the hit again with my bonus action.
Yep.
Ah. 7.
Okay. So yeah, the scalpel stabs it in the eye repeatedly. The other eye, this thing now looks like it doesn't have anything left. Goes for the other attack, dodges out of the way. Your floating hand just gives you way back at it and gives yourself a thumb up.
Yeah.
I think its eyes are gone. Is there somewhere else I should target? Okay. Good team, chat. Communication going well. All right, folks.
Bad boy.
any movement?
No, I'll stay where I'm at.
Okay. All right, Felix, you're up.
Oh my god. Okay.
Group name, Bad Boys.
Yeah, so Felix is going to swing his hammer again at the one in front of him from invisibility.
Okay.
So with advantage.
Yep.
For the first attack.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Does 25 hit?
It just hits. Yeah.
Already made that joke.
Almost max damage. 12 magical bludgeoning. So Felix swings the hammer, and the guy gets hit by this thing out of invisibility. And Felix reappears in a quick blue flash as the hammer connects right with his skull.
Perfect. This thing in absolute shock as this hammer seems to come out of nowhere, crash right into its skull, and almost falls to the ground. You can see now blood gushing from its chest. It's got no eyes. There's now a cave section of his head. Now the skull is opened. You can almost see the interior of his skull. He's hanging on for dear life.
Jesus.
Oh
dang.
my god, Scott!
Someone push him off the cliff.
Bandit captain.
Shut up! I thought I renamed everything.
So it actually doesn't show up as the turn order. I only know because you said that.
Oh.
Okay. Gunner's gonna make. He's really trying. He's doing his best here. He's gonna make an attack again. That's
Yep.
the one right in front of him. But it's only a 9.
Oh, poor Gunner. I feel bad for Gunner.
He's cheerleading. You know.
Yeah.
He's saving all his good noises for protecting his friend Jack.
Just out of
Motivational.
curiosity, that is rolling to hit, right? That's not the damage.
Yeah, that's the hit. Yeah.
Okay.
Correct. Yeah. 1d20. So I rolled a 4 plus. Yeah. There's no
So as Gunner attacks, this demon is extremely nimble, has been dodging a lot of attacks. You just see as that bite comes forward, it just dodges to the side. Anything else for you, Felix?
Oh, that's our turn.
All right. So this completely maimed, falling apart demon, now just blood covered, soaked everywhere, just swings a scimitar, hoping to hit something towards Darius.
Maybe we should interrogate it.
Rolls a 1. He goes to
Hopefully it'll
attack
kill
with the
itself.
scimitar, and he's so
Literally
weak.
just like lean back.
He misses. The scimitar falls out of his hand. He lunges forward with the dagger for 9. He just completely misses with the dagger as well. Just stumbling, blood gushing out of breath, standing there with just a dagger in his hand. The one above, after just dodging Gunner, takes a lunge at Jak again, wanting to drop him. Actually, he wouldn't know. The last attack was Gunner. So he's gonna, after dodging Gunner's attack, he swings the scimitar for 13.
At Gunner,
Yeah.
he's got 15 armor class.
15, okay. Okay, 23. And an 8. Okay. Okay. So he swings with the scimitar, lunges forward with the dagger, misses both. Gunner manages to dodge out of the way, but as he makes that second dodge, the scimitar comes back down and lodges into the back of his neck for 10 damage.
Ouch. Okay.
And we are back around to Darius.
I'm just like, I don't even know what to say at this point. How are you not dead? Oh, please let that hit.
Watch it kill.
Oh,
That's what I'm hoping for.
The perfect.
19
the perfect
plus
murder.
5, so 24
Alright,
saves.
so he saves. Damn it. That was max damage, too.
Mm.
Alright, well.
Mega damage.
All right. On to Jak.
Also,
Oh, sorry. Were you doing more?
did you roll on disadvantage on his last attacks?
I didn't need
failed
to. He
anyways,
missed. Yeah.
but yeah.
Completely missed. Yeah. But no, I didn't run it. I didn't roll disadvantage.
Tisk, tisk.
I rolled a 1, so he lost his sword. All right. Go ahead, Jak.
Jak is going to sort of weakly come up with his left hand with the dagger in hand, and he's going to try to stick it into the demon in front of him, and then he's going to also stick his gauntlet right in the face of this thing and launch another arrow.
Okay, go ahead. Roll 2 attacks.
The dagger is a 10 to hit.
Okay, so that's a miss.
And the crossbow is a 21 to hit.
Okay, that hits.
And Jak is going to yell, "Ring!" for an assist on lightning damage. That is 10 points of piercing damage and 5 points of lightning damage.
Okay, so as you lunge forward, you completely miss with the dagger, but as you come up and as you're about to release your bolt, Reen, seeing what you're doing, shoots her electricity over, which almost seems to charge the gauntlet as the arrow leaves, and it goes right through the right eye of the demon and almost shoots the entire body backwards as it falls to the ground dead.
Thank God, Jesus Christ.
Any movement?
Yay.
Jak is going to, for the first time in his life, take a step back, and he's going to get behind A.T.L.A.S as he instructed.
Okay.
Attaboy.
And
Stay here.
Reen is
Daddy,
going to
daddy.
get beside Gunner. And that is it.
I think you have to like use your bonus action to move him, right? Give him an action, but yeah, okay.
I was just kidding. I was just being silly.
Okay. Let's give him a hug. Okay, so Doran jumps over the mass of blood and body parts. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Over to in between Felix and our boy Darius. Takes a lunge towards the completely decimated looking mulch
Come on,
of flesh
Doran.
and bone that's in front of him.
Oh my god, he's gonna friggin' kill steal.
Rolls a 7.
I had no faith.
Rolls a 17.
Uh-uh.
So Doran charges through, pushes Darius out of the way, seeing that Darius is having absolutely zero effect on this guy. He brings the greatsword and sweeps it right around his head, straight across, and cleaves the bloodied mess from its neck. And it just slices, the head doesn't move, and then after a second, you just see it tilt and just slide off, and the body slides in 2 different directions. It's like, and now we're done.
Is
Classic.
it dead?
Classic top laner killing stealing.
Way to come mid.
Is everybody okay? Does anybody need healing? Atlas, check everyone.
I think we all need healing, but
Darius, can you heal someone?
no, I'm almost out.
I
Although,
could use a touch up.
Hold on, everybody. Oh,
Hold on, everybody.
I am gonna use one of my final spell slots to
No.
cast Shatter on this fucking chest.
Shatter on the. We're all pretty close.
Yeah, but I can choose where to cast it, so I'll just cast
Oh.
it down like here and have
Should-
the chest be in max range.
Okay, so you're trying to blow up the chest.
Yep.
All right.
3d8 damage. And I don't know if the chest needs to make
Well, it's
Constitution saving throw.
what type of damage is shatter?
Thunder.
Here, hold on. Thunder. Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
They're actually immune to thunder.
Hold up a second.
Yeah, thunder damage.
Yeah, so usually objects, I don't know, you can really
Yeah,
Usually
non
objects-
magical objects would be warn cried.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let me see. Does 17 damage. So you do
What's
see
the-
you
what?
see it do its shake, and it looks like it's kind of cracking along where that middle piece is, but it doesn't open.
What?
It's okay. Everyone's tired. Everyone's hurt.
I'm doing it again.
We're doing it again.
What?
I
I
have
thought your
one more
spell,
spell
I thought your
slot.
spell slots were
Doing
done.
that.
You said you were dry. You couldn't heal anymore.
No, I
You
said
had
I
no spell
was one
slots
of
left.
my last. I have 2 left.
All right.
Do it again. There's no way this thing survives after like 2 of this.
13. Okay.
As this is happening, Atlas kind of just starts humming by himself and vibrating a little bit.
Okay. Okay, so as you see the second spell, your frustration, you're just almost yelling at it while you release this spell. And you see as this thing shakes and shatters, the lock itself, having already taken some damage, shatters and then just breaks open. And you see now that connection where it was, that seal is now open.
Okay, I want to open the chest and look inside.
So while you're doing that, is anybody healing and doing other things?
Yeah, Felix immediately runs towards Gunnar, stows his warhammer, his shield, and his gauntlet, retracts back in, and he kneels down. He's like, "Don't worry, buddy. I'll get you healed up right away." And he's going to spend a minute casting Mending to repair him.
Okay, perfect. Atlas, what were you doing?
So I'm currently I'm just kind of humming, like buzzing and vibrating a little bit.
Right.
Starting to become more and more audible. And then I'm going to kind of look up with bright yellowish glowing eyes and ask everyone to lay a hand on me.
Everyone, place your hands on my body.
Okay. Dorhan immediately walks over and places his hand on Alice.
Jak also will lean his hand up.
I will reluctantly walk over.
Come on, it needs to be everyone. Felix,
I just need a minute. I got to repair Gunnar.
you can bring Gunnar too.
God, I'm in the middle of something.
Okay, we'll wait.
We wait 60
You're
seconds.
only waiting a minute.
Okay, 60 seconds go by, and then Felix joins you.
Perfect.
It's literally a few minutes for me to complete anyways.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Perfect.
In that case, then, if he was doing that
Yeah.
for a minute, I wanted to rummage through the chest.
well, I need your hands on me.
Yeah, but he wasn't here, so while he
Relax,
was doing what he was doing,
Darius. Relax, all right? Nobody's going to run over to your chest.
they will steal my loot.
Okay, so everybody now has their hands on.
Not Gunnar. He's looting the chest.
Yeah, perfect. Excellent.
While my other hand is over in the chest.
Reen's actually going back to Jonas.
Okay, yeah, so at a few minutes you start to feel like a warm glow kind of envelop everyone that is touching me, coming from your hand into your body. And I'm casting Prayer of Healing. So 2d8 plus spellcasting modifier.
That heals me to full, no matter what you roll.
Okay.
Nice.
So 15 hit points each for everyone that's touching me.
Perfect.
Decent.
Okay. And then while that's happening, what does Gunnar find?
Oh, he's actually looting the chest. What the hell?
Bro got defensive.
What you didn't notice was one of the stealth demons had grabbed the contents of the chest and leaped off the edge of the
Yes.
elevator.
Alright, I'm running after him.
Does everyone feel better now?
Oh, that feels much better. Thank you, Atlas.
I could still use a
lot.
a short rest of sorts to regain my bearings.
Okay.
Okay, so as you're regaining your bearings,
Are you short resting? Because if you are, I'll give you a song of rest, which gives you an additional 1d6.
I would love that.
are we resting here? Are we moving on, or are we giving up on this mission? What's the plan here, Felix?
I don't think it would hurt to just take a short rest before we travel down.
Okay, very well. I'll watch the elevator area just to make sure there's nothing hiding over here.
Yes, I could use some stasis time as well.
So Dorhan gets down kind of cross-legged facing the elevator and lays his greatsword across his legs.
All right.
So everybody
I'm
doing a
gonna-
short rest, and then we'll address the chest.
My
Well, I'm
chest.
sure he's gonna want to address it now.
I mean, he can sort through the chest during the short rest.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, I
sleeping
know.
on the chest during the short rest.
All right. So, anyways, yeah, as you go over, yeah. So you can see now it hasn't flipped open. It is closed, but you can see that the lock has disengaged.
Okay. So on this table, are there actual tools on this table?
Yeah, they're all tools like mallets, picks, like hands of pickaxes, just random stuff.
Oh, there is pickaxes there. Okay, I'm gonna take a pickaxe and put it in my bag.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
wanna
you can
check the
find
chest
one.
for
It's not of
traps.
great quality, but it would do the job if you need to use it.
Yeah, I want to check the chest for traps.
Okay.
While he's doing that, I'm gonna actually check the bodies.
Okay. Do that. If you want to roll an investigation, both of you, for both of the things you're doing.
I rolled a 21.
Jack's gonna get in the elevator and pull the lever. No, I'm just kidding.
Darius
Okay.
is gonna cut the cables.
Evidence.
21. Okay. So as you kind of you lift it up just enough to look in, and you do see that there's some sort of mechanism behind where the lock was, which you can identify as some sort of trapping mechanism.
Okay. Okay. I want to try this. Okay, I want to try. I want to try something. So I'm gonna stick the pickaxe into the chest, like, so that the chest is sitting on like the hooked part of the pickaxe, and I want to grab one of the other things, and I want to smack the pickaxe and run away as quickly as possible.
Okay.
The hope
right.
is it's going to knock the pickaxe, and as I'm running, it'll flip the chest open and trigger whatever the trap is.
Okay. No, I get what you're doing.
Yeah,
All right,
we
so
get what
as-
you're
Doing?
As you put the pickaxe in, roll a dexterity check, please, to try and balance it so that it's sitting in and not falling over.
I'm checking the far body, by the way.
The far, the far one that I took off the screen. Okay. And sorry, what was your investigation, Corey?
My dexterity,
I'll let you finish up with that
Okay,
if you want.
sure. Yeah, dexterity.
19.
19. Okay. So yes, you gingerly balance this in a way that it's sitting right. You step to the side, and you want to flick this down so that it flips open.
Yep.
Okay. Hold on.
Yep. You take 89 points of damage.
Okay, so as you step aside and flick this down, you see the top of the chest flips open, and all of a sudden this burst of fire shoots out, and you see Dorhan engulfed in flames, burning all over his back. And Dorhan takes 23 points of damage.
How many?
23.
Oh my God.
He rolls out of the way. What are you doing, you fool?
I was avoiding the flames. You should do better.
Should have warned me.
I mean, it's not like I was being subtle.
So Doran just kind of leans up against, catching his breath, leaning up against the iron rod.
I wish I was a dumb character right now, just so I could be like, "Here, I'll help," and pour grease on him.
Does the
All
flame
right.
eventually go out, or is it just like?
Yeah, it was a burst. It was a burst. It's gone out.
All right, you can go to Atlas. I'll investigate after.
Yeah, leaning at the rod, Atlas. Yeah.
Okay, so well, I guess I'm doing this before the flame went off, technically.
Doing what? The inspection,
body.
right? Yeah. So what
Yeah.
was your roll?
So I'll roll it right now. So I want to look through the body. So I guess investigation, and then I want to do a medicine check to like understand what the hell they are.
Okay. Sounds good.
And then I will cast guidance on myself.
Okay.
So 22
Okay.
for investigation.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you check all the bodies over, seeing looking for anything of value. A lot of it is kind of their weaponry. Makeshift daggers, the scimitars are rusty and kind of like cut along the edge. There's got some bows with their main arrows for it. You only see little trinkets. There's like little tiny skulls of maybe rodents that they have. A couple of them do have little pouches with some money amounting to 15 copper, 16 silver, and 12 gold.
Okay, I'll eat that.
Okay, perfect.
And just like anything that I find that's metal, that's small enough, I just shove in my mouth.
Okay. Not to eat, to store.
To store, yeah. Like I'll pick and choose if it's gems or money, I'll store it. If it's just
metal.
plain metal, then I'll just consume it.
Okay, perfect. Okay. So these things did have a couple little sort of metal squares or metal plates, not special designs. They were probably shiny and decided to grab them. So there's about a half dozen of these kind of just little metal trinkets that they were keeping as well.
Okay. Any emblems or any markings of like who they serve or any collars, any?
There's no markings or symbols. They are uniform, like they're wearing very similar types of clothing. Very ragged, a little bit of leather mixed in with cloth, nothing very advanced or anything that would indicate symbols. It's all...
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, I'd like to just kind of look over their forms and see if I can understand like what they are and if they're intelligent or if they're what they're...
Yeah, you can do a medicine check for me.
Ooh, natural 20. So 25 plus 26.
Okay. So as you're scanning over them, this isn't like any physiology that you've actually come across before. So like it's kind of strange. Certain parts of their anatomy, like their organs and things like that, aren't quite where you would expect them to be in a humanoid form. Although they have sort of a beastie appearance, they also don't have the exact anatomy of a beast that you've seen before. So this type of physiology isn't really known to you. So you just know that it's not something that you've ever come across or heard about on the plane. What are you laughing at? Did I say ascertain again?
No. They're having a little moment. Together.
Okay. So yeah, there's nothing that you have seen that corresponds to this. It doesn't seem to make very much sense in regards to where everything is organized.
Okay. And then I'll hear as I'm heading towards the other body, or was that you just giving?
That was pretty much all the bodies. Yeah.
Okay. I can obviously see the flame and the explosion, and I'm gonna rush over to Dorhan.
Dorhan, you're on fire.
Oh, that fool! He opened the chest. That was a trap.
Ah, fool. I'm assuming that's Darius?
You know it.
Okay. Does anyone have any grease?
Is now the time for jokes?
I was trying one on. Didn't seem to land. It's okay. Come here, big guy.
And I just cast Cure Wounds on him.
Okay. Feels better. He just stands himself up a bit straighter.
For 4.
For 4. Okay. That feels a little bit better. Thank you, Atlas.
A little.
I just let me give it one more whirl for you here. And
I just rub my hands together, and I'll cast it one more time.
Okay.
For 5.
For 5.
There we go. That's the stuff. Okay, I'm gonna get you over here. You just don't catch on fire for a little bit. Okay?
That's much better. Yes. And he
kind of walk / stagger, and then just immediately go and power down by the chest.
Okay. Doran sits down with his back to the fence and starts to rest. Okay, so what's everybody else doing?
I'm just
gonna be over here, just gonna get a little
bit of shut-eye. And then I'm out.
Perfect.
Felix is just kind of going over his gear and tools and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jack, obviously your rest, you're like immobilized resting.
I'm chilling.
Okay.
I
Darius,
did
what do
get
you-
back all my health points though, so we're good.
Okay. And Darius, what are you doing?
Really? You mean Atlas? I am digging through this chest. I want to see what's in here.
You're opening the chest?
Well, it's already open.
There's
I'm like,
bedding.
I'm
No,
like,
it flew open and the
pop-
fire came out, but it slammed back down. It's not on like a lock hinge where it's
I'm gonna open it from the side just to make sure.
a second mechanism that you didn't see.
It's just like when it closes, it resets the trigger.
It's relocked itself. Yeah, so as you open it up, you look in, you just see a singular, looks like a metal rod. It's almost like a shaft, and it's got kind of two horses, one on each side, one on each end. Very decorative.
Can I, like, poke it? Does it move?
It's a decorative shaft.
You you gently touch the decorative shaft, and yeah, it rocks. It just rocks a little bit when you poke it. You push it.
Okay, I want to pick it up and look at it and see if I can ascertain anything about the rod.
Okay, roll an ascertain check.
Let me cough.
Ah! I've been rolling so well up until that moment. I rolled a 7.
7. Okay. So, I mean, looking over it, it looks really nice. Two horses on a horse on each end. You look along, there's like a little, two little buttons underneath one of the horses. A little square, kind of diamond looking kind of buttons.
I push the buttons.
The top one or the bottom one as you hold it?
Oh, they're on separate. Sorry, I thought they were like together.
They're beside each other. Like there's one here, one here.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I'll push them both at the same time.
Okay.
That sounds safe.
Okay, so you push both of them at the same time and nothing happens.
Okay, and then I'll push each individual one. Like I'll push one, see if anything happens, then push the other one.
Okay, so you're holding it, you push it, you don't feel anything happen, you push the other one, you don't feel anything happen.
Okay, I'll just put it in my bag for now.
Okay. All right, so anybody else doing anything during the short rest or before we wrap up the short rest? And then we'll wrap it up shortly in just a few minutes.
Darius runs and jumps off the cliff. And he's gone.
Well, there's no cliff anymore, right? The lift is there, right?
So the lift is there. Yeah, I don't
Is
know
the
visual
lift
for
the
it.
size of the hole?
No, it's 20. It's like 20 by 20 feet.
Yeah, okay. That's
Yeah.
Weird.
Okay, so what do you guys want to do from here? We just kind of finished up our short rest, so take any benefits you need from the short rest. What's the plan from here? Are you guys proceeding down, going back, talking to somebody? What do you guys want to do as a group?
All right. Well, I think we should continue on. We have the lift, and we know
God.
what we need to do. And Felix is gonna make his way towards the lift.
Hopefully we don't need to be down there too long.
Colin, what did you just do?
Okay, I'm with Felix. I just have to stop moving.
Well, whatever you did, it centered my screen on my character. That was cool.
There you go. I'm with Felix. Okay, so if Felix going down first, is everybody getting on?
Yep.
Am I awake?
Do you wake yourself up from stasis?
Oh, like
Do you set a timer?
How long is a short rest?
It can be like 20 minutes or so. It's
Okay, I thought it was like an hour or something.
No, we can make do with like 20 minutes.
Okay, all right. Then yeah, I'm up and ready
Yep,
to
we're good to go.
roll.
Okay. All right. So Felix probably going on first. I'm assuming charging right on.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Absolutely. Okay, Jack, are you gonna start hanging back a bit, or are you gonna go forwards?
I'm still up front. I
Okay.
ain't scared. No ghost.
All right, so let's move you over here a little bit so you can all fit on. And then Doran's gonna watch the rear. Darius, you're on. Atlas, you're on.
Mm-hmm.
Atlas, I can plop you in there. All right, so you're all on this kind of elevator. As you look at it, it's open at the sides, and it has kind of like on each corner, it has a metal rod on each corner that supports the above metal sheet roof that's there. And then there is a switch right in the corner, right where it meets the corner of the wall there. There's a large switch. Right now it is up. Felix, knowing, indicating that would be what operates the elevator going up and down.
All right. Is everybody ready?
Wait, before we go.
And I start kind of humming.
Everyone join hands.
Doran reluctantly reaches out and holds Atlas's tiny little hand.
I reach out on the other one.
Join hands, come on.
Jak will also, and Reen's actually going to, her tail's going to come around and press up against Atlas as well.
All in a circle, come on everyone.
All right. Felix will join.
Okay. Okay.
Darius?
Mm.
Grab his hand. Put your hand on him, man. Whatever he does is always to help.
All right. I want everyone to say, repeat after me.
Repeat after me.
Repeat after me.
Great. Okay, we're listening. Now I want you to say, we are heroes.
We are heroes.
We are heroes.
Right. Does that feel good?
No.
Is everyone ready? Let's
Very,
go do this.
very motivational.
All right.
Let's go.
Jak just doesn't say anything, and he's thinking in his head, "Good lord."
Yeah, Felix is hyped up. He heads over and he he wants to activate the lift.
All right.
Send it down.
Perfect. Felix pulls the lever. You guys hear the mechanics start to work up. And you start to feel yourselves be lowered down into the darkness below. 1 minute goes past. 2 minutes goes by.
200 feet.
3 minutes goes by.
300 feet.
3.5 minutes.
350 feet.
343 seconds go by. As you descend deeper and deeper, as you descend deeper and deeper,
Lots of feet.
Atlas, you hear it first. You hear a crackle noise,
You hear that?
and then you all see
Crackle
it.
noise.
You all see a flash of light underneath. Another flash of crackling light, and all of a sudden, the place just lights up completely blue, and you see this whirling entity flying around you. It leans forward and shoots out a blast of lightning energy as you see lightning come up beneath you and shoot right up the shaft. And we'll leave it there.
Oh boy.
Oh.
We all get dealt 7d10 thunder damage.
7d10. That would be like, I'm so done with this campaign. Let's get these guys out of here.
7d10, and let's see the roll. Oh, everyone takes 7 damage.
Yes. Yeah, right.
Dun, dun, dun. Does a 16 hit? Nope.
All right, awesome. All right, thanks guys for the session.
Yeah,
We will
awesome.
see you next week.
Yeah.
See you next week.
All being
Grand
well.
session.
Thanks guys. See y'all.
Thank you.
Bye.
Have a good night.
See you.
All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with us. Those of you that did, if you're rewatching this, thank you for the support of the rewatch. We appreciate it. Trying to do like TikToks and short clips of our campaign pretty much every day, so keep an eye out for those. But thanks for all the support. We really appreciate it. We'll see you back here next week, 7:30 p.m. EST for the next episode of Reditus.